true. I did that.
Here we are.
Pull this notebook out here.
Will this work?
I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blank character sheet? Based.
Fill it up, bitch.
That's what you sent me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you print or save?
The form fill one that won't work.
Oh.
If you
Devon
print a
didn't look
PDF,
at it.
If you're using a form fillable, you have to print it.
I didn't know that.
Devon could have
Well,
fixed it if he looked at it.
Yeah, I didn't care.
I'm not gonna blame it on Devon. I might blame it on Devon if he chooses to use the "I don't care" phrase.
Oh.
That makes me sad.
I
Oh.
do
would've
care,
cared
but it's
about my
Chris's
character
fault
sheet.
because he's the DM.
whoa! That's a reasonable statement.
That's why I don't care. I care that it impacts you, but it's Chris's fault,
Why
to be
is
honest.
Devon even still hosting the game?
Yeah, actually, I'm
don't
more
know.
than easy to take it over. I'm gonna do that after this session.
I'm sick of
At the end of
Yeah,
tonight,
having
I'll save it,
Devon.
and then that way it'll be all on me.
Why is it blank? He can't even fill it out.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll just pretend.
Give him something like this, like Corwin's.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
Damn,
send
Corwin's only
Kardoc
level
on
4.
a single pilot mission to the moon.
Yeah.
Yay.
He's a flyboy.
Got a
He's trained
character
for it.
Hell yeah.
I get to fill it out.
Hell yeah. Have fun, baby.
Or
At least
could
you have
do it the
something
other way.
already.
You have two choices in this
This
moment.
is true.
In this moment in time.
Yeah.
I mean, I trust Trople. I don't care.
What's one more session with this?
What's one more? Okay. Do we all remember what happened? What happened last
I remember
week?
it very
We're
distinctly.
sitting at camp
Hags.
having a circle jerk.
Hags and a circle jerk. That is very accurate. All right.
No.
I remember we were supposed to decide what happens next in IC, and nobody did.
That's okay.
Yes.
You have the ability to do it now. So we'll jump straight to that. What a great idea! Coincidence. Huh.
Let me see the dialogue, because there was only one dialogue, and I just want
Yeah.
to remember exactly what it is. Okay.
I remember what I said. I'm sorry.
Vinshenzo's basically like, leave me alone, I'm gonna talk with my wife.
He's going to a corner to jerk off. I mean, meditate.
He'll decide in the
Excellent
morning
choice.
what
It's
he
the morning.
wants to do.
I mean, if there's nothing you guys want to do, we can just skip right to the morning anyways, because we can.
Nephis
The only
spends
thing I
free
was
time-
thinking of was boring dialogue that should have been done in the Vagabond's dialogue, but I never did it.
It's okay.
It's okay.
So I'm finally skipping to the morning.
I'm not actually
These things
upset with
happen.
anyone. I'm just
Oh.
being me.
Just
I lost my tiny weapons. How did this happen?
Because they're not allowed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because they were non-functional anyways.
they worked for me.
No.
That's all that
I
matters.
just realized everybody actually managed to completely load in this time.
Yeah, well done.
Big ups.
Good job, Corwin.
Hell yeah. Are we skipping to morning because I have something to do before we skip to morning?
It doesn't seem like anybody had any objections, so I would say yes, we're gonna skip to morning.
All right. Vin with his elf meditation status takes a 4-hour-long meditation and wakes up before everyone else. And then he would like to cast as a ritual Commune.
Okay. And commune does.
Early in the sunrise light.
So romantic.
Aha. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ask your questions.
Okay. Vin paces on the beach for a minute, scratching his chin, before asking his first question. He asks, "Are we in the lands of Morwen?"
No.
Vin scowls and starts pacing more quickly. "Are we in Tarvia?"
No.
Vin visibly upset now. "Are we on Migran land?"
Unclear.
Vin walks away.
Oh, Magic 8 Ball. Where are we?
I'm talking to a god. Shut up.
I was just thinking that.
Look, God
Yeah, right.
fucking Timor answer the questions and then dip.
Are you saying a magic 8 ball is not a god?
I'm sure it could be.
I would never talk to my wife.
Hang on a second. I'd like to actually rephrase that third question after rereading the
Sure.
So the answer that you get to question number 3 of "Are you still in Migran land?" The answer you receive is "Migran land is no more,"
Oh.
Oh.
as this is a case where a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests.
Oh. As the spell begins to dissipate, Vin shouts, "What of my barony? What of House Cairona? Tell me. Riddle me this."
Riddle me this.
Are you gonna attempt to commune a second time?
No. He's just
Ah.
shouting.
He's being dramatic.
Okay.
What if Carl's company?
Right.
What of my company?
money.
Where did my profits go?
Oh yeah.
How lucky are we?
Yeah.
Scrooge
I got all
McDuck's
this
fortune
money
is no
to
more.
skip into the ocean. You invested into a company.
That's outstanding. Not to take away from the drama of the moment, but is it all you wish to do?
That's all I wish to do until the others wake.
Deadly. So we will allow the night to carry on, and in the morning you all awaken.
Vin is pacing frantically on the beach.
Nephis, I guess, starts preparation on moving the ship outwards to sea by talking to the commoners and getting them to begin tying ropes to the ship and whatever's necessary to push it out into the water. Get some logs. Drop some logs.
Drop some logs.
Is Vinshenzo? He said he was pacing on the beach, right?
Yes.
Carlos
Vinshenzo
would
did not rest in the boat. He rested out on the beach.
Fair enough.
It was a
Carlos
nice
would
night.
peer over the side of the boat, and he'd look down and he'd see Vinshenzo like pacing more so than usual. And he'd call out, asking what's the matter.
Wait, he'd call out without asking what?
No, he'd call out and ask what's the matter. Like, hey Vinshenzo, what the fuck?
Why didn't you just act that?
Because I didn't feel like it. Fuck you.
I'm in a bit of a quandary right now, Mr. Carlos.
What kind of quandary?
Well, to be honest, whenever I'm a bit hesitant to clue you in, because every time I reveal something I care about to you, you always dismiss it so insultingly.
Carlos quirks his brow.
His scaly brow.
Yes.
He doesn't have brow. He has
Or hair.
scale.
Have an irit. Have a brow ridge. Carlos would kind of shake his head, then he'd he'd climb down off the boat. However they have it set up right now. Do they have like rope ladders? I take it.
Aye.
He'd climb down a rope ladder and approach Vinshenzo. Well, whatever it is, it sounds important. Is it something that the rest of us should know about?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm in a quandary, Mr. Carlos.
Well, we can hardly help you if you don't open up about it.
Once I'm on the other side of this quandary, I'll come to I'll come to you with my conclusions, Mr. Carlos.
As long as you stop saying quandary.
I'm an eloquent creature, Carlos.
Indeed. Well, I'm going to see if Devon, not Devon. I'm going to see if Nephis, Devon. I'm going to see if Nephis needs any help with the boat then. You have, I wish you luck on your quandary. Carlos would depart.
Okay.
Opening the floor up quickly to the rest of the crew. Chill, Corwin, Trople, etc. Anybody who wants to pitch in.
Just check to see how Khutula's doing after a night's rest after whatever bullshit she went through.
If I remember correctly, you guys were able to raise her from her magical coma.
Yes.
She's coming to terms with what's going on. She's still going through that sort of phase of what the hell happened that you guys already sort of have gone through. She's trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. So she's pretty dazed and confused. She doesn't recognize you at all.
Obviously.
And when you approach her to see if she's okay, she shrinks back and cowers away from you with fearful eyes. You see her eyes begin to crackle with lightning. Little sparks of lightning start crackling in her eyes as you get too close for her comfort.
I guess I'll back off.
Cool. She mumbles, not very loudly, but she just kind of mumbles, "Stay away! Stay back!"
Okay.
Yeah, she's not having a good time.
Who is really?
I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry.
Welcome back.
Do you have anything to add, Corwin?
I feel like Peter would check up on the refugees, make sure everybody's doing well.
I'll take that as a no. That's totally okay. All right. So Nephis, you said that you're going to try and get your boat out to off the beach, correct? Ooh.
Correct.
Okay, and you said you're planning to do this with the clever use of logs.
Enslaved labor.
And slave labor. Okay. So as you're going about your work, some of the collective that are camping a little bit farther down the beach come to offer their assistance as they sort of get out of their makeshift shelters and everything. They wake up and they come to help and see if there's anything you need.
Aye. I need help hoisting logs and tying ropes.
Big thumbs up from them. So you have 8. No. Oh right, there's some of them are children. So you have a couple of them. There's like 4 or 5 dudes that are there to help, and they'll help you get the logs down on the beach closer to the wide horizons.
I could help you, Mr. Nephis. I don't quite know about manual labor or tying knots, however.
Your trickery, I assume.
Yes.
Aye. Perhaps playing a song will boost our spirits.
Oh,
Oh.
it has been
A nice
quite
sea
a
shanty.
while. How many workers are there?
There are 5 plus Nephis and whoever else is helping Nephis from the Wide Horizons crew.
Hello.
I would prefer a larger audience, but it has been quite a while before I've had a chance to play.
Out of curiosity, Seeker, do you think that Amithray would be staying with the ship, or do you think she would be sleeping on land?
I
Like
don't
staying
know.
with the ship's crew? Okay.
What do you mean, like working with the crew? She would be doing
No,
whatever
like
needs to get done, I guess.
Like resting in the morning or over the night, that kind of thing.
Probably nearby me. I don't know.
Okay.
And
No,
so
that's
I
fine.
don't get
That's
eaten
an
by
answer.
a wildebeest or whatever.
She would expect you to be weak and feeble.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a good answer. All right, so then she's definitely nearby as an audience member as well. That's a healthy sized group.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna be a minute.
Okay.
Who's nearby?
Vinshenzo's wife.
Ah. God help him.
Yeah, she's not like Vinshenzo at all.
She's mean.
She's mean.
Wait, isn't she from the Underdark? Or is that not a thing of this one?
Yes.
Yeah, Dark
It
Elves
was a thing.
Drow are from the Underdark. Oh.
Oh, God have mercy on you.
Vinshenzo's also from the Underdark.
Oh, I just put it in something.
It's
There's
okay.
the map.
I see where it went, and it didn't go in anything bad. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. I'm really excited for this map to come out. I'm just gonna move this one.
Do I have enough time to go get a drink real quick?
You can go get a drink real quick if you're not actively helping with the boat thing. Even if you are, you can background help. It doesn't really matter to me. In a nice way.
Alrighty.
Dead
Hear
rain.
that?
Okay, so Finn is trying to play some good music. So what's your explain to me the general, like the overarching plan?
I'm playing beautiful music.
Yeah, I know you, but Nephis, who's in charge of this entire endeavor.
Okay.
Devon doesn't really know how to get ships off of the sand or sandbank.
Do you think?
I
Sorry.
assume that Nephis would, being a seasoned sailor.
Yeah. Why doesn't
That's
Nephis
why
roll an intelligence check?
Hold
As
on.
a... Okay.
Okay.
We'll
Wait,
hold
just
on.
one
We'll
minute.
see.
I start playing my
Objection.
music and
Hold
I
It's
on.
music.
give bardic inspiration to anybody working on the ship.
Okay.
Are they upgraded to D10s? I thought they used to be D8s.
They've
Nice.
upgraded to
Ooh la
D10.
la.
Okay.
Is that too loud? I'm
Well,
sorry.
with amazing. No, it's good. It's fine. It's an appropriate volume. At least on my end. So with your amazing sea shanty playing in the background, why don't you roll me that intelligence check?
Would Natural Explorer come into play since we are currently in one of my favorite terrains, and it says enhances my intelligence and wisdom checks related to my favorite terrain? Would that be
I wholeheartedly support that.
okay? Okay, my shit is doubled, my proficiency. So
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah. I like it.
22, and then you just said an intelligence check, or
Yeah, just pure intelligence, because I can't think of anything like skill-wise that it would run into. But your natural explorer would tie into that.
then I would get a +9 to that if I were to add my proficiency.
Damn.
So 31.
30. Jesus Christ. Not only does Nephis know what he's doing, but he's done this several times. It's like part of his training in the Navy. Like he is the guy. Holy shit. So your plan is that you're gonna take the logs and you can use them as effectively, like, you're gonna push them up against the boat and then rock the boat a little bit using the rigging, and as many people as you can get on said rigging to pull one side over, shove a log under, pull the other side, shove a log under, so that it's sitting on the logs instead of the beach. And then when the tide comes in, you're gonna start pulling it out to sea using muscles.
Hell yeah.
Muscles. This is going to take, and this is also hindering on your 31, because holy shit. This is going to take you half the day, around noon. The only reason it's going to take you that long is because you have to wait for the tide. And then as the tide comes in, you're going to slide the ship along a set of effectively like log tracks that you're laying down to make sure that it goes right out into the sea. And with that 31, we'll say that that's easy to happen. You got enough hands helping and enough sea shanties being played that if with enough hard work and sweat and labor, you guys are able to to pull the ship out into the bay.
Ooh, nice.
Carlos is impressed with how well Nephis handled that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shucks.
Aw, shucks. I'm not sure where these came from, but if somebody's missing
What the shuck?
some D8s. Yeah, so after sort of this long, tough morning's worth of chopping trees and heaving boats and pushing boats and general good manual labor, Beldam the Cleric sidles up to his friend Peter Montfort, and says, "I'm glad we got the ship in the sea, but all this hard work, the men are hungry. We have not much to eat."
Yes, I've been thinking about that. I believe Mr. Isaac went off to go search for more food and water, but I'm not sure if his foraging efforts will be all that much of an impact, considering the number of mouths.
Isaac, what say you?
A man of many words.
Yeah, give him time.
A man whose mic might be muted.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Discord occasionally breaks my microphone for seemingly no reason.
I was going to say, you also have to give him time for the English to Swedish to English translation.
No, you just have to give
It's
it time.
not running off of an internal dial-up connection. Give him a little bit of credit.
I'm not implying he is. I'm just implying that his communication.
I see.
is.
Okay, I appreciate it.
He's a man who thinks his words.
Am I rolling survival? Because if we're going just by natural ability, I can feed like 6 people.
Yeah, so I was waiting for that kind of information, but you can feed 6 people, which is cool. There's more than 6 people that need feeding right now. So
yes, can I forage for additional food?
Yeah, yes you can. That will be a survival check. I'm curious as to how long you want to spend foraging, and if at all you would like to bring assistance with you.
I mean, if there were any of the refugees that wanted to come with, that's fine. Otherwise, I'd go on my own.
Cool.
Can Isaac hear my music from where he is?
Like no, because he has to fuck off into the woods.
An hour or 2.
Oh.
All right. So you guarantee get the 6 people, and then we'll see what your roll does.
Okay.
28.
28 off of 13?
Sorry, not a 28, 25.
25. Oh yeah, with your guidance. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. Roll me a D10. Roll me a D12. Three.
Give me my dice back, Nephis.
Yes. Okay.
Oh. Thank you.
Excuse me. Do you want to have some fun with this, or do you want to just get it over with?
Let's have some fun.
I just want to get it over with.
Oh.
All right. You were able to find and hunt down a trio of boars.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Along with like some edible plants and things that you're strangely capable to identify.
Oh.
I'm trying to convert pig to food to see how much food.
Boars are huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
I know.
massive.
Yeah,
Total carcass weight is
meat.
on average 180 pounds, and you have about 145 pounds of which is like meat, and then 35 pounds of fat, bones, and skin. So I have that. I'm just double checking to see. So a day's worth of rations are around 2 pounds worth of food. So 145 pounds of meat divided by 2 is going to be 72.5. 72.5. Oh, it was pretty fucking close. So you get 72.5 days worth of meat in 3 hogs that requires being managed.
Isaac's a hero.
It doesn't just automatically become food. But with your 3 hogs,
I will make it food, and I will get Nephis to help
out
me
of
as well.
curiosity. Oh no, sorry, I said you had some dudes to help you. Never mind, you're good. Life's good.
Well, how much
Like,
do they
who's
weigh?
gonna
Because I
drag all
can
three of
carry
them
600 pounds.
Yeah, they're big pigs.
Yeah, but I have 20 strength. I can carry like
Still
600
gotta eat my
pounds
wolf.
without even slowing down.
Isaac just throws the boars on his back. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't think
well,
it becomes a question of strength so much
there's
as just
3 of
encumbrance.
them. They're approximately like 400 pounds. So that's 1,200 pounds. But you still have to carry the pig and whatever stuff that you have. And then
I
you
want
have
some
2 other
pork.
pigs. But luckily you have friends. So even if you want to carry an entire fucking pig by yourself because you're a Chad, the rest of them will help you take the pigs back. I forgot you were alone, and I was going to ask you how the fuck you were going to do it. But we solved that problem together, because we're friends. Anyways, moving along. So you bring back 3 boar after a morning's worth of searching and some edible plants and shit like that you found along the way. I'm just going to say that we know what bananas are in the world, because fuck it. But you found like some bananas and stuff like that, and coconuts for good water and using for all sorts of creative things.
Hope you grabbed the green ones.
Yes, with his 25, he grabbed the green ones. Thankfully.
God.
Somehow he knew.
Somehow he knew.
Maybe he grabbed some of the other ones too.
Look, I had divine
I
assistance.
don't know.
God told me those were edible.
You guys like, no, not that one. That one over there. Yeah, it's perfect.
One of the dudes there somehow traveled in the south before, and he pointed it out as part of his helping hand. That's my retcon.
I smell bacon on that one. That one's the best as a bacon.
No, not the pigs. I meant the fucking coconuts. But I appreciate you. I think that would be really
Watch you open the coconut and cooked bacon inside.
funny.
What a strange world we've stumbled upon.
Pig and nuts. They're like
Rolls.
coconuts,
Pig
but
nuts.
camouflaged.
And bacon in it.
Rolls of
Piggo
bacon
nuts.
just rolled up on each other inside the coconut.
You know, you crack it open, it's literally just a ball of bacon, and you're just like, what the fuck?
That's cute.
I feel divine shenaniganry is responsible for this. Why is that? Because this seems like the shit a board god would do.
Oh my goodness me. So you get back with a shit ton of food, and the fellas
Oh, that's
immediately
somebody's hand.
set about attempting. Well, the fellas immediately set about helping out, fucking process the hogs, because I assume that's the thing you're gonna do next.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes, we're
Fucking
gonna have them
smart.
processed.
Hold on.
So it'll take you another couple hours. So I'm just gonna say, because you went out, I think you went out like right straight in the morning, right? First
Yep.
thing. So I'm gonna say that the amount of time that it took for you to hunt the pigs, bring the pigs back, and then start fucking around with pigs is about the same amount of time that it took for them to get the boat in the ocean. So
Hell yeah.
now we're caught right the fuck up. So I guess Beldam, as he says the words that he says to Peter, turns around and then goes, "Oh, hey, look, they brought pigs," and then sort of fades, goes to help.
Just, what wonderful timing. Praise
Wow.
Ilmater.
Yeah, the blessings of Ilmater. We are truly faithful. And then, yeah, like I said, fucks off to help.
Who's gonna be the one prepping it?
Who is?
Isaac said he was going to set about doing that right away, I believe. And
Yeah.
his hunting buddies are helping him because they
Does
know
he
a
have
thing
to-
or two about a thing or two.
I was about to say, does he have to do a... God, now I got that commercial in my head. Does he have to do any rolls or anything for it?
Generically, I'm going to state that cooking and basic tasks that I think everybody would generally know how to do back in ye olden days, simple crafting shit, I'm not going to say is like crazy stupid. I don't think that there is a trade skill in culinary. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'd be
There
happy to
is
be...
there is cooking utensils as a tool.
Okay, well, give me a second because this is actually probably going to become fucking relevant with the fact that we are in the setting that we're in.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to say there's a check. Cooking utensils just lets you add your proficiency to any check that would involve such tools.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna look at what they say about that so I can make a determination as to what I'm gonna say. Here's what you have to roll. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah. No, and the reason why I was asking was because I have guidance as a cantrip.
I also have guidance.
Yes.
I can guidance myself. Thank you very much.
Too bad.
Okay.
Let him
Taking on
help.
this
It's
gun.
his job. You fuck. You cleric.
You're gonna be
is a-
concentrating on the
cleric
food.
Is a fucking backup. Let the actual cleric try and help too.
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna be
okay to be-
concentrating on the food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
that's
the
it.
Part of a
actual
team.
cleric.
Sorry.
It's a level 10
can-
cleric.
you
I'm
can-
a level 1 cleric.
Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck. You
Can you
want.
raise the dead? No, then you're not a fucking cleric, so shut the fuck up.
Is that how that works? What am I looking? Cook's utensils. Why is it not? Oh, that's why it's not. I'm looking in the wrong spot. Okay, whatever. Fucking. I guess survival would make sense for cooking, and cooking probably. I'm gonna go off of RimWorld for no reason, but butchering is a part of cooking.
Yeah,
Yes.
that logically follows.
And all that is generally considered survival because it's the act of staying alive.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make the fellas roll survival, and if you have cooking utensils, then you can do with
I
that
do
as
not.
you will, if you know how to use
But
it.
I rolled almost the worst.
Good thing.
13.
You roll.
Is
Good thing you
this,
have guidance with you now.
When is this happening in relation to putting the boat in the water?
Currently, right now, you are all
13
synchronized to the same
survival.
time period.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Okay,
You were-
then I
you
give
have- you
Isaac
have
bardic
finished.
inspiration.
You come over and sea shanty them.
I assume he's nearby
Roll
to hear my music.
Yes. So Isaac,
Okay, 7.
So that's a natural 20.
a natural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Oh. Well, natural 20 is, or unnatural 20 is still pretty damn good. With the help of the collective cheering you on, you are easily able to
That's why I rolled a
process-
2. I used the wrong die. I used the cursed one.
Oh wait, hold on.
Jesus.
Isn't pig's fat
Oh.
like an amazing incendiary component?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot of wonderful. Like, yeah, when you process the pig, you get all the components and you don't fuck anything up because you're celebrating with music or
It's also
the hand of
really good at
Christ.
preserving stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
laying
but-
cable.
Fire.
But survival.
True. Oh, hey, that's
Anyway,
an
We
idea
are not
for a character.
eating 3 hogs today, so we
Yeah.
need to make
Stuff that
them
shouldn't
last.
lard.
Egg yolk
Showing
moon
my hog
pie.
in some lard.
egg yolk moon pie.
Lard.
Salted warm egg yolk moon pie.
Do we still have salt on the ship?
Yes.
Nice.
There's
Yeah.
not salted
unless we-
pork.
Yeah, unless we fucking have those barrels of fish, we should have 4 bags of salt.
Yeah, we were
I was a little-
delivering that to Admiral Owen.
The barrels of
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah,
I don't.
I don't know.
we were gonna deliver
I
that
think-
to Admiral Owen.
I think you had barrels of fish in the ship. And coming out of this entire like wormhole endeavor, you had barrels and fish in your ship, if you get what I mean.
They were no longer together.
You had the barrels, you had the fish, they were in the ship.
How
Good luck.
fishy.
Mr. Nephis, why does your ship smell so?
Smells like the red light district.
Here.
It's
Oh.
the smell of the sea.
Then Vin
The
definitely
boat
isn't
smells like a
sleeping
boat.
on the ship. Hell yeah.
Aw.
Just one of those. Just like, hey, do the priests have their incense? Yeah. Why? Oh, no reason. Just ask them to pray on the boat, please.
This is a godless vessel.
Oh, not for long.
The only god here is the god of the sea.
I was laying cable on the ship to set
Be
up
right
the
back real quick.
HDMI.
Yeah, my controller's lagging. Can you fix that? And if I'm under the same impression, that means my dead horse is still under in the lower deck, right?
Yes.
We got food. It's just kind of everywhere here.
Horse flesh.
Isn't that like 3 days old at this point, though?
Is it?
I thought like a day. I
Uh,
wasn't certain either if the refugees had.
we were not gone for more than a day,
Oh.
I believe.
I mean, sunrise, sunset, one day.
Longer than you should leave meat sitting out. And
Sorry, say that again?
When we first met Peter and we sent the refugees to the ship, I told them they could like use my horse as like provisions. I was wondering if it's still in the lower deck if they never got to it, or if they did.
It would still be in the lower deck.
Copy that.
They wouldn't have had time to pull it out yet. That was going to be like part of today's activities for them. Cool.
Delicious.
Delicious. Yeah, well, it takes a lot of effort to take the fucking corpse of a horse out of a boat.
Hey, if they're fucking complaining about being starving,
Well, they're not complaining anymore.
hop too. Ah, fuck.
I mean, they'll probably still do it. I don't know. I think they probably still will, just because, you know, it's got to get done.
Yeah.
They at least
Anyhow.
offered to move them out of the boat, so they'll do that for you. Yeah, so that's a thing. So that'll be like a this afternoon task, I guess.
Yeah, Nephis is going to spend the rest of his time cleaning the ship.
Putting the fish back in their barrels, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
Taking stock.
Do you want this or?
Okay, sorry about that. Cooking. Yeah. So you're gonna spend the rest of the day cleaning the ship. What's the rest of the crew doing?
Am I the crew?
You count as part of the crew,
Okay.
the group,
I
the unit,
would be
the party.
investigating the surroundings, trying to gain any hint of where the fuck we are or what the fuck is going on.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you a roll for wandering around the woods yet.
Roll not to get lost.
Yet. But we'll say that you're out and about. We'll actually make this the focus now. This is what we're mostly looking at.
Let's listen in on Vinshenzo's argument with his wife.
Vinshenzo is arguing with his wife.
Yes.
Could you move the models that I'm about to crush? I'm just gonna flip the thing over. Thank
I
you.
can't see.
You can't see.
Ah!
Oh, sorry.
He's
Sorry.
arguing
Move them
with
again.
his wife about how she doesn't trust him and how she could have died.
That's an argument. Okay. Oh shit. We'll just say that that's
Stupid
passively
bitch.
happening. Congratulations. Sorry, it caught me off guard. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. Can't lead into that. All right, so yeah, he's
no.
doing that.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing.
Carlos should probably check on Khutula now.
Okay.
Probably the better person to check on Khutula.
Yeah, for reference on the map, just in case. But yeah, where Isaac put his marker, that's where you guys generally are right now.
Because they're both lizards.
That's right. That's exactly the reason.
They're relatable.
I assume 10 minutes has gone by since the boat water and boar gutting.
Oh, more than 10 minutes at this point in time.
Hell yeah.
I'll say it's been like a half an hour because we're all taking our sweet time figuring out what we're doing today.
My bardic inspiration has expired.
It has expired.
I think 3 people used it, so I have 2 more I could possibly give. Hell yeah.
That's not too bad.
They have to be the same color. Kardoc.
How lame.
Here, just give them to Chris.
Hello? Why?
Out of sight, out of mind. Those are his old bardic.
Yeah.
Those are his old bardic inspiration. He doesn't need them
Get him
anymore.
out of here.
I can't delete them, Chris.
Oh.
Fucking.
I guess you put one of them in a bag or something, because 4 of them went into the zone, only 3 came out.
It bounced off the bag
This
and fell
is a
into his area.
now.
They don't go in because they're different. They're technically not the same.
This is a problem
Technically
now.
different. Oh. You have to
We're getting off topic. Why are you doing this?
You can take out more, but you can't put more.
This is a problem now.
Not a problem if you don't like
Making
about it.
this a
Okay.
problem now.
Okay. What's everyone
The boat's
else
in the
up to?
water. Fucking. Alright, Amathri is gonna stop arguing with Vinshenzo and she just waves her hand, whatever the argument point was, she just waves her hand at Vinshenzo's. I don't have time for this. And as the boat is now bobbing in the sea, she goes up to Nephis and she says, "What's next? We should go check on those ships we saw. There could be survivors."
Did she see ships? Did anyone mention the ship?
You guys talked about the ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. When we got back, we talked about the ships.
And the shit
right.
that happened,
I went
and
to
the
sleep.
fact that you were bringing Khutula onto the boat, and I assumed there was like somebody at some point the entire fucking day mentioned something.
The shits.
The shits.
The shits.
I'm following Amathri with my arms folded, and I say, "We hardly know if they're friendly to us. It could easily be a mistake."
They were heavily damaged.
I believe I told
Tarvian
you.
flags.
Yeah, I told you that they were flying. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Looking not panicked, but anxious, he kind of.
Could be enemies nearby. We're better off on our own anyway.
We know nothing of where we are, Vin. Even
Yeah,
with my expertise of the sea,
Yeah.
can't find where we are. We need to get back.
Yes. I'll have to consult someone tomorrow morning about this.
Your trickery. Yes. Nephis jumps into the sea and starts swimming towards his ship.
Jesus Christ! I said you guys are on this ship
Whoa.
because you were cleaning your boat. You said that you were cleaning your ship, and
So
Vin
he had
said
to
he
jump
was
into the
on the
sea.
ship with his
Yeah.
wife. No,
Nephis just jumps overboard.
we said the sea.
They come back.
Fucking jumps in. Fuck you!
I thought we were like on the
Vinshenzo, this is your
On the-
problem. I'm not dealing with your bitch of a wife. Woo!
pretty much.
Wait, isn't this his boat? Why did he leave his own boat?
He's just so done.
To prove a point!
No, Nephis would just walk below deck and
She's infinitely wise, Mr. Nephis.
I, for some reason, thought you were gonna make that stupid fucking 360 joke where he just do a 360 and walk away. Thank you. I needed that.
360 right no.
absolutely.
Okay. But what do you? Yeah, there we go. I've presented you with a statement. It's up to you guys what you do next.
Since like midday, Nephis plans, but doesn't say, on setting sail to the Tarvian ships tomorrow morning. But he's gonna keep
Okay.
playing.
Can you roll me? Fuck. Where's my piece of paper? 1d4.
Oh.
Aye.
Roll me 1d4.
Copy that.
Always do the side quest.
A 3.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
That's how you roll. Some newly found garbage.
Okay, we have an
3 of the
entire
ships are no more.
afternoon of opportunities for anybody who wants to do anything.
I spend my entire opportunity afternoon arguing with my wife.
She argues back. I assume you're just gonna follow her around because you have
Yes.
nothing better to do. Okay, so she can't actually get rid of you.
Yes.
That's perfect. So she's trying her best to ignore you the entire afternoon as she goes about her business. You're just parroting at her fucking like saw, and she does just give in every once in a while and
What is
fucking
she doing?
argue back. Well, she goes and tells people what to do because she's in charge, I guess.
In charge
in
of
the sense-
who? I thought
Setting
Peter
Everyone,
was in
that's
charge
what she
of the
thinks.
people.
Setting up the camp of the survivors and directing Peter because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing and she's the boss. Because she
Hell
thinks
yeah.
she is.
Bitch.
No.
No,
Ilmater is
you're-
boss.
Well, it sounds like you're also getting in an
I
argument
would
with
be on
Vinshenzo's
Peter's
wife.
side.
So the
Honestly-
entire afternoon is spent between Peter, Vinshenzo, and fucking Amathray just arguing
About who's in
everywhere.
charge.
Peter's a remarkably argumentative fellow for somebody so
Oh
easygoing.
my fucking Christ! Good. That's a.
Yes.
No, I'm
gonna be fun.
picturing. It's even better when I'm picturing Vinshenzo as like the fucking band that Sir Robin had in Holy Grail.
Hell yeah.
He's like doing the little prancing thing and everything. God, Vinshenzo would definitely be somebody in enchant instruments just to follow him along like that, so he could be a one-man band. Oh God, that's magical.
This is why women shouldn't be allowed on the sea.
This is why.
Why women shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Exactly.
Women.
Hell yeah.
And vote.
Okay. So that's how we're spending our day. Isaac, what are you up to?
I think I'm just gonna carve some wooden figurines.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Xavier, what are you up to?
I'm still on land, right?
Oh, right! I need you to roll survival.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
This should be good.
Did he wander into the woods?
Yes.
One of those.
Oof.
Solid. 5.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
dude.
better than 4.
Yeah.
Roll me a 1d4 and somebody tell him how to put his blindfold on.
What is it? Spacefire? Ah,
For Bravo Fold.
yeah. Bravo for Bravo Fold.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Sorry,
2.
what were we supposed to do?
I can't see
Xavier put
anything.
his blindfold on.
Press
only
B,
Xavier.
Xavier.
Press B.
There
I'm
you go.
blindfolded.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Well, don't do that. I didn't see what this thing was.
Are you?
I could just here. I'll tell you what it was. I know exactly what it was.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, you roll a 3. All right.
Okay. Let's be nice, guys.
Fucking.
Oh shit! Bear me.
Kardoc just
Okay.
did it again.
What?
Stop.
No, that was
touching it.
Chris.
That was me.
Oh, okay. It was 4. So, oh,
Wow.
Lying there.
now I'm doing it.
What the hell?
All right, you're good to go.
Kardoc
Unblindfold
tricked
yourself.
me.
I tricked you by doing nothing.
I blindfolded myself.
Wait, why would it matter if he would have heard the numbers being called out anyways?
He doesn't know what
No.
the numbers
didn't-
mean.
Mean.
I was-
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
If nobody was paying attention to my hand, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to make sure he wasn't paying attention to my hand.
I saw
I saw
what you
it.
did, but I
Ooh.
don't know what it means.
Exactly.
I know what it means.
I didn't pay attention.
I
So,
was RPing as Trople.
so you're
Me
you're
too.
hanging out. You've wandered around. It's sort of halfway through the afternoon, so it's getting towards sort of supper time, and you're looking around and you can't quite figure where you are anymore. Sort of lost your sense of direction.
Fun. Uh-huh. And?
You feel as though you are lost. What do?
What do?
Panic.
Panic. No.
That's what
Well,
Vin would do.
Panic
I
for
would
5 minutes and
suppose-
get back to work.
I would take a quick look at my surroundings and see if there's any notable features. Is that the right answer?
Sorry, I had a mouthful of food and I didn't want to chew.
Oh,
I thought that would be rude. I'm eating
Okay.
supper at the same time as I'm doing this. That's why.
It is
So
supper
you're taking a look. Supper time. I'm eating supper time.
Okay.
You can take a look around at your surroundings and roll me perception.
Damn.
Okay.
If Vin wasn't pissed off at his wife, he'd probably actually care about where Xavier is.
I know
Yeah,
my wife.
6!
Fucking get it!
Finn's wife just ruins everything.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
yes, Xavier.
It's your fault I don't care about Xavier right now.
So around you there are. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. Give me a second.
Trees.
Trees. Basically, yeah. But I'm just trying to see what kind of trees because we're doing this. Shattered realms.
Would
there
he
we go.
even know what kind of trees they are?
Yeah, actually, I can tell him what kind of trees
Oh.
they are because I know where he is on the map and I have super secret god vision.
Yeah, but would he know?
But does
I
he
character.
know?
It's a
I
tree.
need to be able to fucking describe the environment in a very general sense. Please allow me to do my job, thank you.
Are
No.
they blue?
So, you look around and you notice that you are in a forest full of tall pine trees with a lot of needles.
Yeah.
You can
What?
recall generally that this is sort of the same altitude / area as that big ass fallen ship.
Oh.
Oh.
You said the sun is setting?
It's supper time. Yeah, sun is starting to dip. It's
Did
not
we
evening
ever
yet though.
Decide if we have our bearings proper with like understanding where north, south, east, and west is, or if it's fucked since the wormhole bullshit.
To the best of my knowledge, nobody has bothered finding out. I've been using the terms north, south, east, and west. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, magically that shit still works.
Okay.
It's crazy. Sorry, I can't go too in depth into the world of madness. That's like mind shattering. So we're gonna just, because we're all using a map, up north, south, east, and west will continue to be
He got that demon in him.
NESW. For the fucking sake of like some form of universal relevance.
So that's south.
Down, yeah.
You know, in hindsight,
Traditional-
why isn't there a compass rose on this?
Because there isn't.
Why not?
Because I
There's
didn't
not.
think about it.
Okay.
Well, I would assume that I know my fucking north, south, east, and west.
I don't know, with a
So?
6, you're looking pretty grim there, bucko.
That's perception.
Wasn't your survival like fucking...
Hey,
Five.
motherfucker! You
Yeah,
said
5.
you said that
You're lost.
I recognize the time.
You recognize the time, and you recognize that the like
So I would
environment that
be-
you're in
at the
is
very least,
similar.
I would be able to figure out north, south, east, and west. Because if I know the time, I know it's night. I know that the sun rises in the east, settles in the west. Correct.
You did just say that, Chris.
Yep.
So don't argue about me knowing north, south, east, and west, motherfucker.
Okay,
I know
sorry.
north, south, east, and west.
Fucking, you lost though. That's all I
I
can
am
say.
lost.
I know.
I'm trying to figure out how to get unlost.
I appreciate
Bitch.
you. Carry on.
Now I'm panicking.
Yes.
No, if I remember correctly, if I'm vaguely remembering where this ship was, it was somewheres here.
Okay.
So the logical step would be to go south down the river to where I vaguely remember the ship being.
All right.
Can I say something as a player?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you? No. Don't
Chris
share
said
anything.
Speak
you're,
freely.
You're at the same altitude as the ship. I don't think he said you were near. You were like looking at the ship. That's all I'm gonna say.
That is true.
Good luck.
My statement was, for the record, my statement was that you're the same altitude / biome as the ship.
Well, logically speaking, how far could I wander in an afternoon?
Logically speaking, that was determined that you wandered pretty far with the roll of a dice.
Fun. Okay. I'm still gonna stick with my previous answer because that is the best thing to do, is to pick a direction and go.
Hell yeah.
Just go. I'm on an island.
Oh,
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna find
You'll hit water
shoreline
eventually.
Yeah.
What's your athletics?
Oh,
My I got no bonuses there, man.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm a smart
And
man, not a
How
not a strong
long
man.
do you want to wander?
An hour.
Okay. Can you put your blindfold on, please?
Ooh.
Okay, you can take it off.
oh.
Okay.
So after wandering around an hour, you fail to find the river, and you've managed to climb a little bit higher up a hill.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You can roll me perception, actually.
Oh.
12. That's better.
Decent.
Hell yeah, dude.
Average.
It's all that altitude.
It's all that altitude helps.
Pull up.
You notice the coast is to your right, and it looks like the bay is heading out in front of you.
The coast is to my right.
Yes.
Heading south, so that would mean that the coast is to my east. Yes. No.
No. Other way around.
West.
Yes, there you go.
West.
No. If I'm facing, this is south.
Uh-huh.
North.
Mm-hmm.
North.
West is over here. This is west.
Okay.
And you are moving south.
I trust you.
You're moving south. And the coast, the bay was to your west.
Good
Right?
thing Kardoc's the squad leader.
I'm just as directionally challenged in real life as I am in this.
Ranger.
Ranger.
I noticed that the
Okay,
coast
don't listen
is
to
my
them.
right.
Carry on.
So, seems you're not where you thought you were.
It would appear as though that is the case.
You're on an island.
Well, you know which way the bay is now, so that's a start.
I know the direction of
Pangea.
a bay.
The sun is getting lower in the sky.
I guess I will head down to a bay, because I don't know which, if it's the bay.
Hey, baby.
But at least if I'm on a coastline, I can follow the coast and eventually find it. Now, whether or not it takes 3 days or an hour.
Are you sure
who
it's
knows?
and not just a river, like a big river you got lost at?
Shut up. I'm going to the bay.
He's going to the bay. He's
How
going
long
west
would you like
the
to
bay.
walk?
For an
for?
hour, or until I get to
An
the
hour.
bay. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever.
When I get to the shoreline.
Good. You put on a blindfold and cannot see.
No, he's gonna be traveling in the forest, and it's gonna be hard to see.
Okay, you said you wanted to go for an hour,
Yeah.
or slash
however long it
until
takes
you get to the
until I reach
coast.
How long has he been gone at this point?
He's been gone. So where we left you guys when somebody thought, "Hey, where's Isaac?" So it was sort of like mid-afternoon-ish. So he's been an hour so it's like the sun setting. It's approximately like supper time. It's when you would have your evening meal, and like the sun is in the early stages of setting. Is currently the time of day that it is. So he's been gone pretty much. You left in the morning, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been gone all day. He's just not been around.
Have we been eating meals together as a party?
You would have had the ability to eat an evening meal and a breakfast and a lunch as a group. 3 meals have gone by. And you're
I'm
like
asking the
preparing to
party.
eat supper. I'm just stating like here are the meals that have happened.
It's fine.
We've never met
Xavier's
this
forgettable.
man before.
I'd eat supper with Khutula.
This would be like the first time we would have eaten supper with Xavier,
Vin has
if anything.
a lot going on right now, so he doesn't remember.
He has to follow around and argue with his wife.
Xavier,
It's
did
very
you
important.
eat supper with anybody? Like, would you have eaten supper with anybody last night? Or would you have like
Yes.
tried to?
I'd have probably eaten supper, and I
Oh, right,
probably
the
would have
day
eaten
before.
something,
Breakfast, probably.
Break bread.
some sort of breakfast
Yeah.
before I wandered off.
No. But I'm asking, like, did you go out of your way to spend time with anybody?
Did you break bread?
Yeah, in the metaphorical sense.
Who would you have wanted to sit with?
I would probably just would have sat with Peter and Bedlam, since those are the only 2 that I'm relatively familiar with.
Not the other like fancy noble.
He's too busy arguing. He fucking wandered off and was meditating, dude.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking questions.
No, it would have been Peter, if anybody. Peter and his motley crew of
Okay,
people.
totally understood. So,
Hell yeah.
I take the blindfold off yet?
oh yeah, no, you can. Sorry, forgot that you still had it on. Yeah, you can take it off.
Okay.
So I look to individual party members to decide whether or not they would have noticed this guy, and you can be as honest to your character. It's not an encouragement.
Carlos would not. Sorry.
Nephis
I
is
feel like
stressed about it.
Isaac would have paid no particular extra attention
Okay,
unless it's brought up.
Peter would have noticed. Yeah.
there you go. Okay, cool.
One
One person cares about me.
Nobody else knows you.
I
Shut
don't
up.
fucking know you.
Yeah, Peter and Bedlam would have noticed. Bedlam probably would have noticed before Peter, simply because Peter's too busy arguing.
Yeah, women. Always ruining
Women.
everything.
Peter would have remembered, but it would have taken him like anywhere from 10 to an hour. Like 10 minutes to an hour longer to remember. Depending on how heated the argument got.
Yeah, you're with some pretty charismatic people, so. Or maybe I should say some very determined arguers. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you get prodded on the shoulder and like, hey, your buddy's been gone a while.
Peter stares at him blankly for a few seconds and then remembers, oh! This was Xavier! Vanfyr, wait, actually, now that you mention it, where is he? I remember seeing him eat last night. And I think this morning. Where'd he go?
I believe I saw him walking off into the woods this morning.
Alone?
Yeah.
That... I may be a humble cleric, but I don't believe that's a wise idea, even if he is experienced in woodcraft.
Bedlam shrugs. He says, "I'm gonna go talk to our companions and see if they've seen anything."
I doubt they would have noticed, but we should do something about that. I have no idea how good of his sense of direction is, nor how much his ego will allow him to be honest about it. Unlike a certain someone!
He calls back and says, "Maybe you should check with some of the others."
Alright, I'll go ask the rogue. They tend to track people. If only to steal their money.
If you were looking for Carlos, he would be in Khutula's room.
Khutula's having a pretty rough go of it, but your company is helping her recover to a certain degree. There's a lot of familiar things around her, and it's sort of not quite messing with her head as much anymore. But she is pretty desperate to try and figure out what it is that's gone on. And she sits with you and she ruffles through books. And depending on how much of a companion you're trying to be, she like gives you books to read that are in a language that you can actually understand.
Outstanding.
Looking for like information or something to understand what is going on.
Yeah,
and
Carlos
if you-
would help.
So can you roll me Arcana?
I
I
can,
think
but it won't be good.
I think Cthulhu's character sheet is here.
Somewhere.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, man, what happened here?
Man, if only I could roll for Arcana.
If only. So
Oh.
roll her Arcana and then add like a friend modifier as a bonus. The whatever it is, the helping thing.
Okay, well my roll was 18. So plus
Well
6 would be 24. And then whatever you want to add to that. Plus 5 maybe.
I can't remember what it is when somebody helps you, but yeah,
when you help,
okay.
it's advantage. The help action grants advantage.
Oh, okay. Well,
by
if you would like to
default.
roll with advantage,
Okay, I'll roll again. I'm not sure if I'll beat an 18, but we'll see. Yeah, no, 18 is the highest. So yeah, 20. What I say, 24 with her if I
Okay,
use her Arcana.
with her collection of magic books, I guess we'll crack this puppy wide open. With her fucking thing of books, she comes across a theory that explains like the what would happen if there was a catastrophic release of magical energy. And it determined that like it could potentially be a plane-shattering apocalypse, which could rip through sort of like the entire divide between all of the different planes and realms. And the theory was that it would, like, through this tear, basically everything would smash together. Fuck you, Khutula. But this is just a theory
What?
that she explains. A video game theory.
Carlos is, well, he's not really surprised, but he is like overwhelmed by this because he was thinking like, well, maybe we got transported to another world, but if it's more the fact that like it collided with another world, that's like kind of, yeah, crazy to think about.
She asks you what you remember about the about crossing through like the portal.
I think Carlos ended up passing out towards the beginning of it, if I remember right. He would basically tell her not much. I remember that we went up. The boat was sucked up through the wormhole after you got sucked into it, and we were going through it, and there was lots of lights and disorientation, and then he doesn't remember anything after that. But it was like they were going through a tunnel, and then he doesn't remember what happened after that.
Okay. I'm just trying to find something. There we go, I found it. Okay. So she explains to you that when she leapt off the ship, and fucking disappeared, effectively, she became part of a huge cloud of flying debris that was like chunks of land and all sorts of like crazy shit was going on. Like she saw the earth ripped apart, and she was awake long enough to see sort of what they were flying towards before she blacked out. Like it was almost as though she was hit by a concrete wall, and then when she woke up she was lying down. But she said she saw everything look like the whole world looked like puzzle pieces that would just been dropped on a floor.
So it's true then, our old world is gone.
Yeah, she like as she's finishing the explanation, like it's almost as though like it's too much for her to just mentally handle the whole concept of this, and she goes back into like sort of starting to return to that state of shock as she's sort of recollecting it.
Good fucking job, Carlos.
Right.
Man, this would be a wonderful moment for Peter to walk in.
I try to touch her on the shoulder to comfort her.
Yeah, like fucking hyperventilation, like dilated pupils. She's completely out of it. And the second that you touch her, her eyes start to do the lightning crackly thing, and she's like, "Ah, get away!"
Oh, I like a
Get away! Get away!
kind of. I'm assuming I'm like sitting on a chair next to her or something, so I'd probably fall
either
out
sitting
of
on
the
a chair or whatever. Yeah.
Or if I'm like sitting on the edge of the bed with her or whatever is going on, I just kind of fall off and kind of back up across the floor a little bit until she calmed down.
All right, and Peter, this is when around about the time you come in, as in like into the ship, down to the place where they're hanging out. You enter, and all you're hearing is "Get away! Get away! Get away!"
I come to investigate too, since it's on my ship.
My ship.
After Peter.
I would investigate too if I could hear it, but I don't know if I can hear it. I care
Heads or
about
tails? Flip a
Khutula.
coin. Hang on, where's my coin?
I need a coin, Chris.
Do this.
Chris, where's the coin? Pull out your pocketbook.
The coin.
Here. Would you like a quarter? Oh, have two.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
I'll flip both of
That's
them.
50 cents.
Oh, I'm lagging.
Now we have infinity coin.
Didn't flip.
Ah, thank you.
Because I'm
There you
lagging.
go.
Chill out.
Stop lagging.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bitch.
Tell the lag
Okay.
you don't consent.
I rolled heads on my coin.
Heads on your coin. Okay, you are in fact on the ship. Amithray is like
I
really doing her
Knew
best
I
to
was on
study
the
a map.
ship.
Okay, the reason I said heads or tails is because you're following around your wife, arguing with her, which means you're with your wife.
On the
Heads
ship.
or the tails. The heads or the tails was determined whether or not she went to land.
I
in
would
the
not
several hours.
swim to follow my wife.
I'm fairly certain the Wide Horizons has a fucking rowboat.
Yes.
It does.
So you'd be sitting there in the rowboat, like, while your wife
I
is
would not
rowing.
board a rowboat to follow my wife.
Because you can argue with her.
Listen, I listened to what you said, and I just assumed that you
Okay.
would because, let's be honest, Vinshenzo could be that
investigate.
petty. Alright.
I investigate. I walk
There are now
in.
3 people barging into the.
Everyone
Yeah,
barging
pretty
in
much
the
the
room.
entire
door.
fucking crew. I don't
What's
know-
going on in here?
Wait, I don't barge in. I politely knock. Peter's a man of
Okay.
manners.
Cool. Well, there you go, Carlos. You got a knock at the door.
I stand patiently behind Peter.
Carlos is
I
kind of
open
like.
the door.
I look in the door.
I say, that's rather rude barging into a lady's room.
Yeah.
This is my room.
I mean, well, yes, technically speaking, it is your room by law, but however, you've lent it to. Okay.
Gentlemen, please, can you calm?
Yeah,
Down.
Khutula is absolutely fucking freaking out now. She's going into a
Do
panic.
not startle her. Keep your voices down.
What have
Everyone,
you done
let's-
to her, Carlos?
I have done nothing but help. First off, we were looking through her books and trying to find out what happened to the world, and we have a working theory.
The world
Okay,
is
but how
gone.
many- it
Don't
was how
you
many-
understand, Carlos?
How
Okay.
about we discuss this
Hang on!
not in the room with the rather
You get to
volatile
listen
magic
now.
user?
It is listen time. Because Khutula casts Thunderwave.
Oh no.
My
Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Hell
Outstanding.
yeah, dude.
Fucking
Here-
And she
here we
casts
go.
Like,
she
send
casts
everything
this
in the
spell
room
by
flying.
screaming, "Get away!"
I get a 21 natural 20. Hell yeah.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Bye, Carlos.
Carlos gets flung into the wall.
Why did Carlos do
Oh,
this
no.
to me?
I rolled a 1.
What's her magic? What's her magic attack?
Peter gets blown out the door.
He didn't even go in yet. That's the worst part. He was outside. He was determined to respect the boundaries. Wait,
How much
no, it's a
damage do
fucking
I
crit
take?
fail. Fuck.
It just says 2d8 thunder damage, so it's okay.
Roll that shit.
Oh. Am I rolling my own
Spell
damage?
save DC. Okay, sorry. 16 is the. No, I'm gonna roll the damage.
Okay.
Make you do that. That would be weird.
I grabbed the fucking curse die. Damn it, Chell, you should have warned me.
Okay, yeah. So the spell.
Wait,
save
you
is
took
16.
my die?
Yes.
No, that's not the cursed die.
I don't have any.
Wow, you guys are
This
fucking
is
lucky.
the
Okay,
cursed
the
die,
total
the one that's
damage is
named
3 if you failed.
Uberfurs.
Gotcha.
3?
Okay, I take 3
Oh,
damage.
failed.
Yeah, I take 3 damage.
Oh, did I take 3 damage?
Oh yeah. Well, you rolled a 1, so you definitely take 3 damage. So everybody who failed also gets blown back 10 feet. Nephis, you take, or all those who succeeded, which I think is just Nephis.
Ooh.
You take one whole damage.
There you go, Corwin.
Nephis just leans into it.
My head
Yeah.
gets blown back.
You can recolor them if you want.
Perfect.
So
Appreciate it.
Fart.
His black ass rippled.
thank you. Amazing. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet. Cool. So Carlos goes flying into the fucking wall, along with the chair, and all of the books just go flying out, and I want Nephis and whoever else passed, I think, once again, it's still Nephis, to make a dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Copy that.
Corwin, you got ice bags over here, by the way. If you want to grab some other dice.
22.
Oh, gotcha.
You definitely dodge out of the way as a series of books come flying through the door at your face as part of the thunderous boom. So you're totally cool. And they just kind of go sailing into the clutter of dudes behind you, and Carlos pasted into the wall.
What happens
This is
to Peter?
Oh, Peter! No, well, you just go flying on your ass, like out the door on your ass.
Ow.
And Vinshenzo gets shoved backwards. He can decide whether or not he does a tumbly boo.
I fall on top of Carlos.
What? But I'm in. How?
He's no. Carlos is in the room. You're not.
Oh,
So he gets pasted into the fucking wall, and you get sent on your ass out in the like the hallway or lower deck.
okay. I stand up and dust myself off. Mr.
So you can
Carlos,
hear it out
what
to
is your
300 feet,
problem?
which I believe the ship might be that close to shore, but that's up to Nephis.
Carlos is leaning against the wall, like rubbing his head.
It'd be on the precipice of like 300 feet. So maybe just like barely audible. With flared nostrils and closed eyes, Nephis mutters, "Get out. Get out." And he looks towards Carlos.
Carlos is still collecting himself. He's disoriented from hitting the wall.
Would he be even able to heal right now? Here. Blech.
Carlos is momentarily deaf because he was right next to Khutula. He after a few moments he looks over at Nephis and he can see him mouthing words and he just like puts a hand up to his ear like I can't mop.
Points outside of the room.
Carlos picks himself up, dusts himself off, and starts making his way to the door, like along the edge of the wall, so he doesn't have to get any closer to Khutula. And slips out behind Nephis.
Nephis closes the door, leaving Khutula into the room. Or in the room.
Deadly.
Indeed.
Ow.
Why
You,
did Carlos do this?
You close the door to the sound of Khutula crying.
I don't think he'd be able to hear that.
That's sort of my end scene for her in that sense. You know, she's like, unless you want to go back in, but it's not.
It's
You know
probably
what I
not
mean.
advised.
Don't worry, man. We have more bodies and hit points than she has spell slots.
Don't be so sure.
No kidding.
I mean, that was only like a cantrip or whatever. Just imagine if she starts using leveled spells.
No, Thunderwave is a spell.
Okay. Either way.
Clap, I think, is the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2d8's like a cantrip damage, so I don't think that would be...
No, well, at this point, yes.
I used Thunder Wave, which is it was a first level spell.
Mr. Carlos, why do you insist on being such
What?
an incessant Petulant moron.
I can't hear you.
I polymorph Carlos into a baboon.
No, I'm gonna resist that.
I don't do that. I sigh and walk away.
Fucking amazing.
Wait, would
Sorry.
Peter have hearing damage too?
You probably
You
weren't
can-
close enough.
You can choose whether or not that happens to you because it doesn't say "and the person is deaf" in the text of the spell.
Carlos.
I mean,
is
if it can be heard
choosing
up to
be
300
deaf
feet.
because he doesn't want to get roasted by me.
Meanwhile, we'll chill. Huh, that was weird. Anyway.
Huh? Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Huh, well, asking him would probably be rather counterproductive right now if he's seen Mr. Vanfyr. Wait! Nope, I don't have a board. Shit. Hmm.
So after a few moments, Carlos would be able to hear again. Is Nephis and Peter still there?
Yeah, Peter's
standing blocking the door with arms crossed.
Right. So yeah, I've been with her since we finished getting the boat into the water. And we were looking through some of her books, trying to figure out what happened where we are. And we were able to piece together that, well, mostly her, she believes that we got basically sucked through a wormhole or something into another realm. She said while she was traveling through the same tunnel that we went through, she looked back at our world and she said it was falling to pieces. She believes that either the world was destroyed, if you decided to say.
I stay.
Okay. If she believes that either the world somehow collided with this one, perhaps joining it, or was completely destroyed. It's impossible to tell right now.
not necessarily,
He's right.
because how would I be here?
The world is
Well-
destroyed.
You got sucked through the same portal, I suppose. It was in the sky.
Yes, but a magical phenomenon of that scale would involve a great deal of power.
Trust me, it was a great deal of power we were attempting to stop.
Yeah,
Oh.
you were there,
So
Peter.
you failed.
You were there.
Carlos squints at Peter.
Wait, was Peter actually there?
No, I said if you were there.
Gotcha.
If Peter decided to go with the Alliance ships, he would have been close.
Yeah, I thought that's like what happened.
Peter was across the sea in Abermordia trying to smuggle out refugees.
Oh.
Would he have seen the wormhole, the thing in the sky from where he was? Can we call it a wormhole?
He saw. So if you remember when this whole shit was going on, basically what was happening was there's like these big ass tendrils going into the sky and like replacing the night, or
Yeah.
replacing the day. I can't remember what time of day it was when this happened, but anyways, it was doing that. So what he saw was the receiving end of that like sort of wrapping itself around the sky, and then he got swallowed up by the earth as the earth just sort of collapsed around him
Oh,
and just started like.
The earth.
the Earth. Does Peter share this information?
Yes.
No, I'm telling. Oh well, you can. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there, so I wasn't able to fully describe it, but Peter would have been there, so he describes it. So, that is why I doubt that theory.
That we have transported to another realm?
That one's plausible, but I don't believe it was destroyed. The second theory is more plausible. But the thing is, we have too much unknowns.
Well, if it's all the same to you, Peter, I will trust Khutula's guidance on this.
Are you sure that was Khutula?
Who else would it be?
Come now. You know full well that just because something appears to be something does not necessarily mean it is that thing.
Certainly so, Mr. Carlos. Certainly so.
Exhibit A.
Either way, I believe I know her better than you, Peter.
This is true. I'm merely raising the possibility that it could possibly be something else. It could be something that believes it's Khutula, which would explain the gap in memories and the disconnect it's currently undergoing. For her. I don't mean to give her a disservice.
She's suffered a lot of trauma in her life.
Yes, and you
It's just
found
too
it
much to handle.
reasonable to
This is true.
pester her incessantly, Mr. Carlos.
If
Well-
you were there for the past
well
6
done.
hours, Mr. Vinshenzo, you would know that was not the case. But you are not, so hold your tongue.
You could have simply asked me, Mr. Carlos. I can confirm that we are no longer
did
in
ask you.
Migrant Land. About what?
But your quandary, right? I'm assuming that's what it was.
How bold
This
of
knowledge?
you to assume.
Well, what else could you be quandering about?
That was almost an entire day ago, Mr. Carlos. I was still running over my thoughts.
Either way, if
Mr.
you...
Cairona, I have an idea. Mr. Cairona,
Yes.
were you able to... You have an ability to contact divine entities, correct?
How did you know that, Mr. Peter?
I think I remember hearing something about that when we first started, that you implied that you did have something. I could get this mixed up with meta knowledge, though.
Vin has always referred to that he was going to speak with somebody very important. But never said
It
he
would be a
was
bit.
speaking to a deity.
Yeah, so that would be a bit of a stretch.
Yes.
Damn, there goes that idea. Well, not necessarily.
Either way, if Mr. Vinshenzo, even if he's late with this information, if he backs up Cthulhu's claims,
You
then
late,
it seems...
Mr. Carlos, you've just arrived to this conclusion.
I mean, you're late sharing it.
Carlos,
Well, one
I
thing we
know
could
it's
potentially
hard
do.
for a kobold or man to understand whatever you want to call yourself these days.
Carlos rolls his eyes.
You still have yet to tell me
Us
about that.
elves have more time to ponder on our thoughts. It is
In between the
important.
dodging spiders?
It is important to arrive to the correct idea before stating it.
Which is why we're researching for the better half of a day.
I think it's best if you leave Miss Khutula alone, Mr. Carlos.
That, at least, seems to be...
Clearly, it's
yeah.
best for everyone to leave her alone for the moment.
Or
But I
the
can
day.
attest that she was better earlier. It's merely this revelation has gotten her worked up.
Well, how convenient. Certainly.
Yes, how convenient it is to assume you know what's going on when you were not present.
Wait,
Didn't you just do
Hold
that
on.
to me, Mr. Carlos? About my quandary?
hold on. How are we all even together?
I'm in...
If she fell off the boat during this...
We found her.
Yeah, no. On this island.
I'm in the boat.
She was on the ship with us, but she was swept overboard.
Yes, into a portal, right?
Yes, the same portal we were pulled into.
At the same exact moment?
Is this Peter?
Perhaps a minute apart, but yes.
Do you see what I'm getting at here?
No.
That could be a great deal of distance in this unknown portal. The
Well,
fact
she
that
was on the
I'm
other
here-
side of the island, Mr. Peter.
Yes, but it's still an island.
Okay.
How am I even here? I was what? On the opposite side
That
of
is
the
the
world?
stranger question we should be asking. You're so incessant that Khutula might not be who she is. How do we know? How do we know you are who you say you are?
Rubbing his
Exactly, you
brow,
don't.
Nephis says, "Off. Get off my ship, all three of you.
All three of you.
Take your quarrel off my ship now."
Well done as always.
You do realize that if we
Mr.
don't settle this, this is just going to follow you, right?
Carlos walks off.
I walk off muttering about Carlos.
Carlos walks off muttering about Vinshenzo.
And then we
Peter,
get in the rowboat together.
for
and we
Ilmater's
kiss.
help.
Oh, there's a lot of lag there, I think.
Yes.
And then we get in the rowboat together and don't do
And
anything.
kiss.
Well, this is rather awkward.
Fuck.
Anyway,
Oh,
how's everybody?
Who's rowing and who is pouting?
Who's
Uh, Peter's probably the one being forced to row.
okay, so for sake of reference, Peter Montfort, if you were to look at the map of the world, you are approximately the distance, like when you were in
I was over
Migrant
here. Yeah.
You were here, and that's there. The approximate distance, if you want to look at an actual map of Earth, is like from Ireland to Norway.
Oh, it's like, yeah, quite a distance.
I'm
How the
laying
fuck did he end up
cable.
on the same island?
How did you end up here? That's so crazy.
I
What the fuck
gotta set up
happened?
the surround
Everybody
sound.
touch strikes again,
Whoa.
please.
Cable.
So we row back.
Yeah.
So now we're on an island and can resume the argument, right?
I will go find
Carlos walks
Mr.
off.
Vanfyr's much more competent company.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen him?
Not since this morning.
No.
I thought you walked off.
I was close enough to hear.
Fair enough.
He does
I
have
prefer more
a 20
well-mannered
fucking passive
company.
perception.
He gets 20 passive perception, but doesn't have enough perception to see the thunder wave.
Oh, I saw it. I was getting out of the way, but then people barged in.
Yeah, because you were loudly having an argument. Anyway, arguments
There's
aside,
no argument.
you are the argument.
I was turned around because I was shaking my black ass.
Anywho, have either of you happened to see Mr. Vanfyr?
No.
Like I said, not since this morning, Carlos would say over his shoulder.
And where are you
Yes,
off
I'm
to,
in the woods!
Mr. Carlos?
Can't hear when people talk at the same time.
I said, where are you going, Mr. Carlos?
I don't know, Vin. Is there something you need help with?
No.
Then why does it matter?
Because going into the woods alone, it seems very foolhardy considering we found hags on the island.
I'm not going into the woods.
Well, if Mr. Vanfyr is missing, it'd be best if we all stuck together.
Very well.
So, which way do we start looking?
Do any of you know how to look for footprints?
No.
Well, I've seen Mr. Nephis and Mr. Isaac do it quite a few times. I can try, but I have no guarantees.
You do have the sharpest eyes of us, so if any of us, you would probably be the
Yes.
ones to spot it.
I would like to give Carlos bardic inspiration.
Standing. What do you want me to roll to try to find evidence of where he went?
Survival!
That's what I was afraid of.
Do take care looking for him, Mr. Carlos, and mind your anger while you do so.
Why you no guidance?
Well, at least
I
the
was,
fucking.
I was about to say guidance, but I wasn't
well
sure if it
then-
would help.
Do you want me to roll for guidance with guidance as well?
You can roll
Sure.
guidance with bardic
Maybe.
inspiration. Hell yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at
All right,
that.
so that's actually helped a lot. So that's 14, 17 plus 6, 23.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly where he went. He went north.
Oh, well.
Oh, no,
You know, I
sorry.
guess
No. Wait. Sorry. He went west.
I
he went
condescendingly.
East. Fuck. I looked at that the wrong way.
You made the same mistake he did.
Yay! He went in this direction.
Where are we going?
So Carlos kind of looks around and he's like, "Wait, is that?" And he's kind of scratching and he's like, "Oh yeah, I think I figured it out. He looks like he went east into the woods."
I think
I'm
he was
not
wearing
sure.
a pair of fine buckled loafers.
Well, these are definitely definitely appear to be light shoes, not really apt to traversing the wilderness.
Isn't he a woodsman? Ranger?
Yeah, he's a
Wait.
sorcerer, I believe.
No, he's a noble sorcerer, dragon-blooded, I believe. Also, last I checked, he was wearing the dead man's boots.
What are the
Oh,
dead
is he
man's
wearing
boots?
The dead man's boots. Oh, yes, these are dead man's boots he was wearing.
Yeah.
Either way,
These are
23.
all correct assessments.
I remember
Well,
now. That's awesome.
I look around. Is Isaac nearby?
I would be sitting near the beach, carving a figurine.
The real question is, would Isaac care to intervene in this?
Probably.
All Isaac's really seen from where he is, because he also has high perception, is they rowed ashore all together shortly after that big thunder kaboom, and then immediately started arguing. However you want to intervene in that, or whether or not you can.
Anyway.
Carlos would try to wave Isaac over after he found the tracks. Isaac, can you
what's
come here a
the
moment? Well, earlier it's not important. But right now, it seems that Mr. Xavier has gone missing. I believe I found his tracks right here. And Carlos would point at what he thinks are the tracks. Could you help us out? Because he's been gone all day, and they're worried about him.
To answer your earlier question,
Sure. I guess I can go on another long trek through the woods to find another person.
It went so well last time.
excellent work with the boar, by the way. To answer your earlier question, Miss Khutula had a moment and hit us with Thunderwave.
Yes, we came to a rather...
And then we were kicked off the boat for a temporary amount of time, I hope.
and Mr. Nephis will get over it. He always does.
Are you
But,
sure
yes.
Okay.
Either way, I'm not sure how much you care. We've come to the revelation that we are no longer on our world. We're on another world.
And
Or-
what happened to our world?
We're not sure. It could have either been destroyed, or it could have somehow merged with this one.
Or it could still be there, completely fine, and we just happen to be pulled along for the ride.
She said it was in pieces, so...
I mean, it could be put back together. I mean, that's only one theory.
Yes, perhaps your god can save it. Who knows?
I yeet the figurine into the ocean.
That seemed excessive.
Clearly it
Can
wasn't to his liking.
anything fucking go right for us?
Always so
Like ever?
impolite,
Yes!
Mr.
Yes!
Carlos.
Mrs. Stormwind, you just got 3 boars!
We are still alive.
See?
I got my.
Yes, and now we're just about to go track down another missing person.
They'll be fine!
I found my family's loot in the vampire's manor. I'm happy.
Anyway,
See?
Fine, let's just get this underway.
we should hurry. The sun will be setting soon.
Look at it this way, Mr. Stormwind. We're alive. Anything we did prior can be redone.
Yes. Don't let Carlos get you. He's in one of his moods.
He can be a surprisingly rather pessimistic fellow.
Carlos just sighs and walks with Isaac.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Carlos
So-
is starting to see why Isaac never talks.
I loved it. That was amazing. That was the best. I fucking loved it. That was a very Isaac thing to do. Okay, so we're gonna flip switches over to poor Mr. Xavier, You just spent the past hour and a bit, roughly the same amount of time as these guys squabbled, trudging down a hill into a... Oh shit, what was it? Oh, now you're descending into more of a tropical rainforesty area, and you reach a small river. You find yourself at a small river as you're going down. This is sort of the process of moving towards the coast. Whether or not you would like to partake in that river or carry on going, it's not very wide. I guess it's more like a stream.
I would follow the river downstream then.
Downstream, okay. Roll me another survival check, please.
Motherfucker. I don't even see where that went. All the way over yonder. Haha, 4.
Okay. You believe that you are going south.
Okay.
It's hard to really tell where, like, any more landmarks right now because the tree canopy is getting pretty thick.
I thought you were gonna give me shit about the river and like, you think it's going down river?
No, that would be funny, but not that funny.
Oh well, there's an actual landmark to follow now, so I'm gonna follow it.
You're pretty certain. So
You're pretty sure the river is going that way.
well, no, you are going downstream, and from what you believe, you are going south. Because I know because you can use this little map as a reference arena to what you think you might be seeing, just based on the terrain and shit. So wherever you think you may be, based on what you know about where you are, here's the information you have, kind of thing.
Tropical river going towards the bay. Nope, it doesn't narrow it down.
No, you think you're going south downstream of a river, like in a river downstream in a tropical rainforesty area, which is light green. Sorry, I guess that helps me more than it helps you if you don't know what the colors are. But yeah, the green
I didn't
is
know. I figured the dark green would be the fucking rainforest.
So this is rainforest. This is wetland. This shade of green. This is this, and this are temperate rainforest. So it's more like California than it is like the Amazon. And the only other thing that's different is this, which is temperate deciduous forest. The next map iteration that comes out, sorry, not the next one, but the one after. If we don't get to the new one this session, then I'll fix it. But I'll have with it the little the different like legends, and I'll keep it in the top corner and use the same format. That way you can have that. You can better understand my maps.
Okay.
Anyway, there you go. It's my blurb about maps.
Maps.
Map.
You know, with the way this campaign's currently going, we're gonna basically set up a fucking kingdom on this stupid little island, aren't we?
The world is your oyster to do with as you please at this moment in time. Your entire focus is based on tracking down Xavier Vanfyr.
I just have a feeling that's how that's gonna go with the ambitions of this group.
Oh, well, that's entirely up to you guys.
Yeah.
There's things that are put in place about stuff, but it's entirely dependent on which direction you travel in. Okay, so how long are you trying to travel down this river? I guess I should have asked that at the start.
Till I reach the shoreline.
Till you reach the shoreline. All right.
Why you put on a
So
fucking blindfold?
no, you don't, because I'm tracking on another thing. Finn does need to reestablish his barony. So you reach a tongue in the river, and the river is now heading downstream to your left. So if you look at the map from its up, down, left, right, to your left is where the river is now leading into.
Okay.
You've hit a fork in the river.
The river.
No, well, if it's a fork, then it's going two different ways.
No, it's like, oh shit.
Does it have two sources?
It's not a fork.
You
then, it's a bend.
are leading into a greater source of river. Your small river is feeding into a bigger river, and you are coming in, like merging into traffic in a highway, I guess.
It's a tributary.
There you go.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not up to date with all my river terminology. That's my bad. I'll study up for next week.
Better.
I mean,
Can
it
I
would
bet
be a
more about
fork,
river?
Quiz.
but,
The
yeah.
quiz is Thursday. Anyways, just you have options, and I'm just trying to give you the ability to decide what to do with major landmarks, because you're fucking lost. Unless you
Keep
would like to
rolling.
try and roll survival again, it's up to you. Like, you can roll that whenever you want.
Sure,
I'm
let's
not,
roll survival. Let's see if anything good
Roll
comes of
until
it.
you succeed. You succeeded.
Hey, a 19.
19. Okay. You know for a verifiable fact,
This is a river.
based on like looking around and trying to figure it out, you know that you are here.
Okay. Hey, I know where I'm at.
You can see, yeah, whatever.
Well, that's good. That just
you
confirms
figure it
what
out.
my choice was going to be anyways, because I was going to follow the river the rest of the way down to the shoreline.
Deadly. There you go.
And I would assume as soon as I get down to the shoreline, I'd be able to see the boat.
Yep. And at the time you get to the shore, well, the boat, it's hard to see.
Because it's dark.
No, because the icon is super huge. Where the thing is, but it's in its own little inlet, I believe. Let's see if I can get the. I don't know why this one doesn't have the markers. Hang on. My secret cheaty one. Oh, that's why, because I didn't enable markers. Oops, fuck me. Okay, I see where it is now. All right. Yeah, you can't see the boat from where you are geographically.
Okay. Well, when I get to the shoreline, just head towards
Head towards north.
the north.
That's deadly. So the rough amount of time that it's taken you to get to this point in your adventure is the amount of time that it is taken for us to get to the point where search party, whoever's in it, to depart from their location.
Perfect timing.
Because I think that's what you guys said you were gonna do.
Yep.
I'm following whoever's leading and helping where possible. Penis.
Outstanding.
Lovely.
My current objective is just find Mr. Vanfyr. That's it.
Yeah, but who's leading the way?
Wait, wasn't it probably?
Carlos.
I would assume Isaac would be.
Isaac would, because he's
Isaac.
the experienced tracker.
Isaac, speak words out loud.
I will speak
No,
for him.
your mic's not working.
Okay.
There you go. Now it's working.
Well, I was going to ask how long this was going to take, and then I rolled survival.
How long do you want it to take, and what did you roll?
I rolled 19,
A 19.
and I'm just following the tracks until we find him. But I'm not
Okay.
happy about it.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Is there a period in time, as we are in the evening time, that you would like to stop, or do you just want to keep going until you find him? Doesn't matter.
I
how
will
late it
just keep
gets.
going.
Deadly.
I can see
Cool.
fine
The night
at
won't bother
nighttime.
me at all.
Yes.
Understand. I'll allow anybody else who wants to tag along to make that decision for themselves. Okay, Xavier. You're
Yes.
gonna trudge your way to the ship, eh?
Yes.
It's gonna take you.
Wait, how's he gonna walk on water?
Can you move your little mouse there, buddy? Thank you. 2.7. Okay, it's gonna take you an hour and a half to get back to the beach, and so it takes
Yay.
you an hour and a half. Nothing eventful really happens during your travel, as you know that you're supposed to just follow the coastline. I assume, excuse me, you're not afraid of getting wet? Question mark.
No, I am not afraid of getting wet.
Okay,
Oh,
so you managed to ford through the 2 or 3 river entrances that are on the coastline, as there's enough like sort of shallow, shitty water, and eventually you hit the wetlands and manage to get your way across an hour and a half. Oop. So you left in the morning, and you were out all the way until basically like after sunset.
Yay. It's a long day.
Yep. So, Isaac, what's your favored terrain or all your stuff? Like, you can basically, you're pretty damn.
Okay, I don't have like the favorite train that a ranger does, but
No, sorry, I
I
just
have
can't
a
remember
keen
what
like memory for
what
like
it is.
geography. Like I remember landmarks and the general layout of terrain where I've been.
That's pretty good. It's also good that you're exploring this new land too. It's gonna help everyone. So just give me one blanket survival roll for the entire experience.
20, unnatural.
Okay, so you're able to stay on his case the whole time. Based on what you have told me, that you want to track him the whole way until you find him again. You track throughout the night. Here's your route following my mouse. You go all the way up here, all the way around, down like this, up this way, and all the way back to the ship.
oh.
Whoever wants to follow him, you're doing that whole thing, and it takes all night into the morning.
Outstanding.
I don't know where he is.
That's okay. I'm not saying that you did it the wrong thing. I'm just telling you exactly what happens. In terms of like, this is how long it takes for you guys to get to find him, and you find him.
I'm not stupid.
That's okay.
Sometimes.
Xavier, what do you do when you get back? Also, I can't remember who. I think only Nephis is there at this point in time.
Nephis is
And
on
it
it.
all-
He's on his boat.
There, as in like back in that camp region. It's nighttime. If Nephis is just staying on the boat all night, which he is, which is totally cool.
Well,
That's
then
just
I
the way it
would've
is. But
gone to
Beldam
the
and
I
the
succeed the con
fellows-
save.
Oh yeah, you guys are
Oh.
gonna have to do con save for exhaustion. Not Trople though, because you slept. True tonight. And you said you hung out
Hey,
with the
20.
refugee boys were happy to see you. So
It's a
I
DC,
would be
DC
sitting by
10
the fire, drying off my fucking feet
con save.
I
and
succeed.
relaxing after
nice.
an entire day of wandering around like a
DC-10?
lost
No.
child.
Carlos is gonna go sleep.
Deadly.
He's
Okay.
gonna sleep during the day. Fuck everyone else.
Well, Xavier, when you wake up in the morning, you notice the group of fellows trudging north up the beach towards you, or towards the camp. /you.
Well, this was a colossal waste of fucking time.
Next time you get lost, stay lost.
Fellas, that wasn't very nice.
Carlos,
And I
this
was
you
not
who
lost.
was
I
so
found my way back.
convinced that he was lost.
Carlos doesn't even respond. He just goes to go sleep somewhere.
I wasn't lost.
Well, did you find anything interesting out there?
Did I find anything interesting, Chris?
You were just generally like running around looking for landmarks and like scouting the terrain, right?
I was just trying to get a lay of like the
land.
fauna and
Okay.
the terrain, trying to get a better
You-
understanding of where we were.
Roll me one more survival check. One final blanket. What did you gain from this
This
experience
is the most
survival check?
important one.
That's gonna be a 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
fucking
no, it's an
good.
18. Okay.
Okay, so with clarity, you are able to share and recall detailed information about this entire sort of little sector of the map here.
Yay.
The
So
fog of war is revealed.
yeah, the fog of war is revealed. Isaac is going to this shipwreckage.
What race is Xavier? Is he an elf or half elf?
Half elf.
Oh.
With leanings toward high elf, I believe.
Oh.
I don't
It's a
know. I think
mudblood.
so. Yes.
I say question mark because I do believe that part of like the half elf thing is you can choose what part of elf you are.
I actually can't remember. Does my character sheet fucking say?
I don't
From what I
know.
remember, yeah.
It says
You get
character name, class, race, background, alignment on my screen.
That's oh my god, Chris, I'm
sorry. Being stupid.
If I remember right, it was fucking high elf.
It does. I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run. I
No,
mean,
it
it's
does.
cool to know. Anyways, yeah. So you know about the island. You know that there's you've seen
It's an
some like
island.
weird landmarks that you can recognize, but they're like bits of building that you've seen, or other strange things similar to the ship that's just entirely strung up in a tree. There's just some things are already sort of getting moss and not moss on them, but they're like quite set into the ground as if they've been there for a little bit. Other things just seem nonsensical, like you've seen at one point around here. There's just a pile of several what look to be chairs. Upon closer inspection, they're just like strange chair-shaped metal contraptions, like almost like wire frames.
Oh.
And they're beginning to collect they're beginning to turn like sort of teal and oxidize.
Okay.
That is the strangest, most interesting thing you found, and it is once again like sort of right around here, we'll say.
Sort of rather useless information.
No, but you know, you wanted a landmark. There's your
They're
landmark, and it's
chairs?
bizarre.
Yeah. There's chairs.
15 whole chairs.
No,
Wow.
I said they were metal
Oh.
contraptions that appeared to be chairs at first, but then when you got up there, you're like, oh, it's not a chair. It's just a weird thing that looks like a chair, in the sense that it is the same physical wireframe shape.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to call it a chair, that's entirely up to you. I'm just saying that's what you found. It was a pile of them.
That's what I found.
They were oxidizing. Cool. Anyways, sort of leaning on you guys to provide direction now.
So
I know that Carlos ran off to bed because he said, "Fuck this, I'm going to sleep."
Carlos and Chill both wandered off because they're pissed off that I found my way back for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isaac left forever. And just walked off into the woods. It's his turn to walk into the woods.
Well, what did I miss?
Mr. Carlos.
Would you like for me to give you the highlights?
Greatly upset Miss Khutula, unfortunately.
Well, I did try to talk to her earlier today. She did not seem to be in a very talkative mood.
A very zappy mood, wasn't she?
Yes, well,
Well, certainly seemed.
Carlos lacks the sense of manners that people such as us afford ourselves.
Out of morbid curiosity's sake, the us is...
Well, I'm
You're
assuming-
quite well mannered, Mr. Montfort.
I try. Politeness and courtesy
greatly
cost nothing.
appreciated.
I try.
He says to the priest that's done nothing but argue it to everyone since he got here.
Well, he's arguing with his wife, so he's gotta agree with him.
Oh yeah, there you go. You backed me up against my wife. I suppose you're pretty alright.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, look, maybe if she stopped being wrong.
People just
Well,
need
are
to
we
trust me more.
Are we any closer to figuring out where we are or where we're going?
Short answer, no. Long answer, well, there's apparently, allegedly, a running theme, or no, not theme, my bad, misspoke. Theory, yeah, that's it. Being pulled through a wormhole. Must have your head a bit. Anyway, that our old world is either destroyed or merged with this one. I personally think it's the second one, considering the first one will, let's be honest, it doesn't really help anything, because if it's destroyed, well, we have nothing to go back to, and it doesn't really have an impact on our current situation. And the second one is, well, we've seen... Chris, have we seen familiar stuff like trees? Like, are the trees like known species to us?
They're oh man, that's a really good question. Yeah, they are familiar to you.
Yeah. And the
I
fact
don't
is,
know how much does Peter know about trees?
well, considering he was escorting
Roll
refugees,
nature.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a very good point.
yeah, he was escorting refugees out of hostile environments. He would
Roll-
become
roll
familiar
nature.
with them. All right,
Well, do your thing. I want to see how much Peter knows
The
about
trees here remind me of
I'm gonna
ones
borrow
I
this real quick.
saw in
Look, man, if you,
Morrowind.
it's either whether or not he knows about
Hey,
I-
16.
16. Okay.
Oh.
You know a thing or two about like the names of trees.
Oh, what was that
and,
orc's
like
name?
identifying some plants. Oh yeah, your buddy the
Beldam.
druid. No.
Beldam's the other cleric of Ilmater.
The wild shaping orc.
Logrum.
Lugrum, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I do not quite care for their company.
Yeah, Lugrum's a druid. He taught you a thing or two about like identifying different plants and stuff like that. And you are looking around and you don't notice anything you recognize. But they are similar in the sense that they they look like they should be there. They're like part of the environment. If that makes sense.
They're more naturally integrated.
They
It's
don't
under
look
the
out of
whole
place.
ecosystem. Yeah. Yeah, Logrum's a good chap. You just have to learn how he socializes. Gruff fellow. He helps. He means well. It's just he's just poor at showing it, really.
Well, he could touch upon his manners a bit.
Yes, but I mean, look, you can't have everything. And I
Yeah.
find overall good fellow, reliable fellow. Saved my life, saved refugees' lives. Good person. That doesn't mean I'm blind to his fault. Anyway, that's not relevant to the situation. And I don't know when he's listening in, and I'd rather not have him give me the silent treatment yet again. So the trees are not familiar, but they do look like they belong.
So it doesn't look artificial, is what you're saying?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Okay, this is the best way I can say it. Imagine you're walking through a forest, like a pine forest or some shit like that.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of forests there are in Texas. You know you're in...
None.
Okay, there you go. So, well, we'll say like you're going through a pine forest. You know you're in a pine forest. There are a bunch of plants that look like they should belong in a pine forest. But on closer inspection, you're like, I don't fucking know what this is. None of the things that I know that grow in a place like this, I can identify. But they all look like it's, okay, well that's a pine tree, but it's not it's not a blue spruce. It's not any of the kind of pine trees I know. That over there, that's a shrub, but it's not any of the kind of shrubs that I know.
They look like they belong in the climate that they're in, and they seem to have been adjacent to the ones that we would know, but they are not anything that we would know.
Yeah, they're foreign,
Correct.
but they're not out of place.
They're the same but different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one thing, part of the reason why I think it's a merged world theory, or that's the prevalent theory anyway, is due to the fact that, look around. This island is naturally formed. Artificial forests, or those generated by magic or other means, have a great deal of science. I've picked this up from Lugram's conversations with that. Granted, they were very short and very blunt and pointed conversations, but you pick up if you get enough weeks. That's not this. While these species are unknown to us, a pine tree is still a pine tree. And for all we know, these species could just simply belong to our old world, and we just never encountered them. But I don't know about you, but I've never been to the regions of... Of course, I would pick the one spot that I can't readily pronounce.
Which one?
Southeast. Back?
Yeah, that's Bach.
Back. Greg. Tribes of June. Yeah.
This, just for your information, I don't know. Well, for your information, this is where...
Greenland, yeah.
This is where Lugram comes from.
Yeah. But he would be familiar with it.
It looks like South America.
I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah.
South
It
America.
kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah.
South America?
Shit, I didn't actually ever notice that until just now. Wow.
What you done?
Actually doesn't...
Done. I ripped off South America. Thanks, fucking Brazil.
Oh, it really does. Damn, yeah. Oh, hey, look! Velg is fucking Fantasy Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Well, it makes sense. If this was an artificially generated map, I could see how it ended. Oh, fucking hell. Lestrin Empire's Canada.
I will consult
Lausen.
someone of great wisdom on our situation further tomorrow.
Excellent. Good to hear. Ultimately, my point was this. If our world was destroyed, well, there isn't really much we could do. Returning to it would just lead to us dying pointlessly.
I've been told by this being of fantastic knowledge that Migrant Land is no more.
All of Migrant Land?
I would assume.
This question, how was it worded?
Me being I wouldn't say an equal to you, but not being on her level, the conversation is a bit of a one-way avenue, if you catch my drift.
Well, you said her, so I already got the idea.
Yes.
Are you talking to your wife?
No.
Good lord, no. She wouldn't even give an answer to begin with, and it sounds like he got some.
Peter just casually insulting someone else's wife.
Yes, I've grown skeptical of Amathre's hard-headedness, so to speak.
Vinshenzo's gonna sue for divorce.
What if she's a body snatcher?
Yes.
Anyway, no, I was out of character.
What was
by
I
the way.
gonna say? Yeah, I didn't.
We were discussing answers about Megrinland's possible destruction.
Oh.
And I asked how the question was worded.
Peter, women can be infinitely more wise than men.
Oh, they can, very much so.
Yeah.
I remember the Mother Superior. Wise woman. Very, very scary woman. So that seems to be a general theme.
Yes.
That women are scary or that they are wise?
Second one, yes. First one, sometimes.
Both. Apparently.
Barely.
I remember this
suppose
halfling
we
wolf.
should get back onto the ship, I guess.
Yeah, for a lot back on.
Well, I'll be
Nephis
allowed back
would
on.
signal for everyone's return.
Oh, are you like beckoning people back to the ship?
Hi.
Okay, then I'll come back to the ship.
Oh, look at that. We're being summoned. Anyway, I'll fill you in on the journey over.
I go to the ship.
Well, shouldn't we collect the other two? They kind of wandered off.
Mr. Carlos.
I assume there's like a camp that's been set up on the beach.
I did not
Yes,
set
there
up
is
a camp.
the several refugees and guards and those dudes. They are camped in amongst like a series of sandy trees.
Yeah, Carlos should be sleeping there.
Think classic desert island survival camp, minus the tarps.
So, who goes to wake the very prickly and currently unfriendly?
Let him sleep.
But aren't we being summoned to the boat?
It wouldn't be me.
He's been so
This-
incessant lately.
They seem not
True.
very friendly to me.
Mr. Santiago can be quite friendly when you don't agitate him.
Yes, when his pockets are full and his...
Well, what did I do? All I did was go for a walk. I found my way back.
Well, I didn't know where you had gone. I don't think you actually told anybody, Mr. Vanfyr, and, well, we went looking for you to make sure you were fine, and we followed your tracks from the very beginning.
I had no doubt in you, Mr. Vanfyr.
Wait, so now that, since we followed him in his tracks exactly, right? Wouldn't we have seen this strange contraption too?
You would have seen everything that he saw.
Shouldn't we make our own independent rolls to see if we kind of figured out what it was?
What were those?
He never made a roll to figure out what it was. He just made a roll to figure out if he like managed to pay attention enough to know where there
Yeah.
was anything special or know where he went.
But we didn't
Okay,
know
well,
if we
do we
saw
wanna
them
roll
until
stuff?
we got back.
Oh, let you. Yeah.
I would
roll
assume
for it.
your focus would have been on following the tracks and not.
Why
You
he
have
Isaac's
a
a pretty
passive
fucking
20
perceptive
perception,
dude. Yeah,
so if
that's
there
it.
was something like obviously weird,
Okay. I'm just saying.
There's nobody
Thinking
else
out
around
loud
who
really
would get this
quickly.
reference except Corwin, but Isaac is basically Scout Sergeant McCall.
Yeah.
Oh god, he really is, isn't he?
Anyways, carry on.
Wait,
I'll make
Well,
Kardoc.
how'd you
probably does
pronounce
that
it?
too. McCall.
I thought it was McCole.
I pronounce it the way Toby Longworth does.
Okay, let's
Who's Toby
go
Longmore?
to the
Oh,
ship.
Audiobook.
Yeah.
Yes, to the chip. To the chip.
To the tip?
So as you guys
Chippendale.
row back to the Chippendale, you guys
Wait, did we wake
Nephis,
up,
who's
Carlos?
setting this I don't know, did you?
No, I did not.
I used to stick to
certainly
poke his
does not
foot.
sound.
I did not.
have
and
I made it to the
advise
ship
against
wreckage
it.
yet?
Say again, Isaac.
Have I made it to the ship wreckage yet?
The shipwreck. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you got there. You're there.
Black Mesa.
So we're rowing to the ship.
They're rowing to the ship. I'm up the hill on my own. I'm gonna pull out the troll tooth trinket and try and call for Godric.
Ha ha! Sorry, I heard that echo through someone else's earphones, and I apologize.
Ow.
'Twas you,
Thunderwave strikes again.
Is dead.
Carlos. You've been booted from a safe distance, or you've been poked in your boot from a safe distance. Wait,
Who
do you
poked
even
me?
have boots?
No.
Peter.
That's right. Okay, he didn't even have boots, so you just poked his scaly little feet.
Oh.
Carlos would lift up his hat because he was using it to shield his eyes from the sun, and he'd look up at Peter and be like, "Is there something I can help you with, Mr. Peter?"
Oh, you're awake. My apologies. I would have just said something otherwise. Anywho, Mr. Nephis is calling for us on his boat now. I believe we're allowed back on.
Very well. At least the accommodations will be better there. Carlos would kind of groggily get himself to his feet and head to the rowboat.
I figure you would be of that opinion. Hence me reaching for you.
I start rowing the rowboat away with Vanfyr and not Peter and Kardoc.
Did he just leave us behind?
I don't do that. I don't.
Wait!
Oh my god,
No.
that's amazing.
That would have been fucking amazing! That would have been the ultimate fucking Vinshenzo move. Just like, fuck you.
No, I wouldn't.
You didn't listen to me. I'm out of here.
No, because if it was just Carlos, maybe. But Peter's there, and I like Peter.
I could just picture Peter just standing there, just kind of puzzled, going, "Wait,
Huh?
he'd actually row?"
Peter's nice to me.
Yeah, Peter wouldn't be surprised that he did it, or really offended. He'd just be utterly baffled at the fact that he'd do the manual labor of rowing the boat.
Yeah.
Yes, I wait for Peter.
Do you actually say that when we get close?
I
Yeah,
wait-
just halfway, just puts down the fucking oars and just sits in the rowboat.
I
Come
wait
out here and
for Peter.
swim out here. And row
Oh,
the rest of the way.
God, I can picture him telling Carlos to hurry up and swim over to row the rest of the way.
Carlos would just swim past for the boat.
Oh, fuck. God, thank God he doesn't have the mage hand cantrip. Can you imagine him using that to try to push the boat?
That would suck.
Funnily enough.
Isaac, what is it that you said you were going to do?
He's trying to contact
Pull out the
Godric.
trinket and I'm trying to
Yes,
reach
that's
Godric.
right. Okay. The answer is yes, you do reach Godric.
Ooh.
He's fucking dead.
And his similar to before, he sort of appears through the trinket. Oh, it's good. I have the soundproof right now. Hello? Isaac, is that you?
Hello, Godric.
God damn it.
Isaac, what happened? I felt this before, but oh, this is not good, Isaac. Where are you? Are you safe?
I'm safe. I'm on some island. We traveled through some wormhole, and apparently Migrantland is no more. I could have told you that by the smell. Every world's got a smell, Isaac. You'll know if you ever travel between them. This one smells. I don't know, not like meat, not like our world. Where are you, Isaac? What do you see? Hold up my trinket. I hold it up. Now turn around slow. I do the thing. Isaac! Are you upside down or is that ship wrong?
Isaac, stop standing on your head. This isn't a joke. I need to know where you are.
I'm assuming he's referring to the wreckage.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just wreckage.
That's a tip.
I just need to rest my voice for a second. Oh, okay, there we go. That's good. It's better. Refreshed. All right. It's given me enough. I think I might be able to get to you. Just give me a second. I gotta find it. I'll call you back. Stay in touch, okay? Did your friends make it?
Yeah.
All of them, or any juicy parts for me to examine?
What the fuck?
You're having a lot of fun with that, aren't you?
Gotrek's my favorite.
I don't blame you. It sounds like a blast. Why do I
They're all
expect a
fine.
fireball spell joke in that?
Gotrek doesn't need a fireball. He smacks you
is the fireball.
with his two giant axes, and you cease to exist.
Gotrek so fucking hot.
So hot.
It's not my player insert. This is not Godrek, I promise. I mean that for real.
No, he's totally not a level 20 Horizon Walker.
No, he 100%
So
is that,
hot.
but all I wanted to do was run around and sound like the Borderlands Psycho, and this is my opportunity to be the Borderlands Psycho, because
So hot.
it's so hot.
Pour the flesh
yeah.
off the wound!
There you go. He says, I'm gonna find meat! I'll come find you then! And then he vanishes. Yeah, that's it. It's utter insanity. That's all he is. He's just fucking insane.
Yeah, I put away the trinket, and then I climb onto the wreckage and just sit there in silence. Sad.
Deadly. Okay. It's gonna take him. Yeah, okay. Are you just gonna sit there and wait for him to call you back, or what? I'm just curious, because I just rolled for that. In case.
I'm just gonna sit there in sad silence for a while.
For a little while. Okay, we'll zippity-doop-dop back to the ship.
Wait, why
To
sad
where,
silence?
Because
Because he just confirmed that
wasted his
my
time.
gremlin was destroyed.
Oh.
his home,
And he's so hot.
and he's so hot.
So hot.
So you guys have rowboated yourself back to Nephis's beautiful ship. The rowboating is complete. Amithray is staring fucking daggers at Vinshenzo and Peter.
Wait, who is?
My wife.
Vincenzo's wife.
So hot.
Why?
She's so hot.
Vincenzo loves it when you at him.
What?
Oh,
You
he's so
just
cute.
broke up super bad.
You're so cute when you're mad.
I've been keeping her company on the ship
So hot.
with all my salted fish.
Oh no.
Did you clean all those up?
That's what I was
Yes.
doing.
That's fucking cool. This entire time, Nephis has just been grumpily shoveling dead fish back into barrels, and you guys have been off like fucking around.
We found
Honestly,
Mr.
pick one of
Vanfyr.
those. Turns out he
was
wasn't
at the-
lost.
He was at the camp.
Yes.
He was missing.
Yeah.
I visualize that experience. I see you guys trekking through the jungle, and then a quick flashback to like Nephis, who's just like fucking picking up like shirtfuls of fish and throwing them into a barrel. And back to you guys trekking through the woods and fucking screaming at each other, and then just Nephis, shirt full of fish in a barrel. Anyways,
One
I'm
of
delaying.
Mr. Montfort's cohorts, the green fellow, one of the green fellows, he was quite convinced that Mr. Vanfyr was lost.
No, he never. I don't think he ever said he was lost. He was just wondering where he was, and then I was wondering where he was, and then, well, it became an adventure of finding out where he was.
Alright.
For the record, I was not lost.
Carlos
just
was
failed to communicate
quite
your
upset.
activity.
He was lost for a minute.
I was simply wandering.
Why didn't you tell
While you
anybody?
were wandering and bickering, I was cleaning and prepping the ship to sail.
So you were bickering with the dirtiness of the ship.
I was actually working.
We were working too. We explored an
I'm
island.
setting a course to where those ships were. We need everyone back here. Where's Mr. Stormwind?
Well, when they came back to camp, he seemed a little bit on the upset side, and then he kind of took off towards the broken ship up in the woods.
Yes, Mr. Vanfyr, I'm always having to remind these fellows that us, of the Fey ancestry, take longer to do certain things, to arrive to precisely the right position, the precise thought, and find the precise words to speak.
Yes.
Mr. Stormwind is an outlander. He's a man.
Yes.
Yes, and he is not here.
Yes.
That is an assessment. He is indeed a man.
I thought you were saying that fucking you people fucking.
He was quite frustrated with Mr. Vanfyr not realizing Mr. Vanfyr's heritage, or half heritage, as it were.
I don't think it was about that. I think it was just the fact that Vanfyr was just perfectly out of harm's way and just failed to communicate it. And then, considering how things have been going for him, he seems rather frustrated with the general course of events. So finding this, I think, just happened to be the camel that.
Why are people upset that I'm okay?
It's not you. It's not the fact you're okay. It's just the fact that we went through the entire jungle.
I knew
following
he
your
was
footprints.
okay the whole time. I just didn't say anything.
But why?
Well, we cannot
probably
leave without Mr.
meditating.
Stormwind.
That would be
Yes.
quite rude, yes, to leave without him.
Quite rude. I know he can take care of himself, but with this new world we're in,
Nothing could
You
be
mean
taken for
death.
granted. Yes. And it'd also be rude.
Well, who's rowing back to the land then?
all of you are.
Fine.
You
I'm
included?
quite tired. I haven't had a chance to meditate.
You're going back with them, Vin.
I'll meditate on the beach, as I prefer the aroma there than I do here.
Aye, I'm sure you do.
Yes.
Yes, there's salty fish here. Oh, look. Barrel full of fish.
Egg yolk.
Moon pie.
I was trying to imply Vin's wife is a salty fish.
Oh.
Oh. She does reek of the sea.
Amazing.
Well, I'm getting back in the robot.
I'm not entirely
It's
sure
dark.
why Peter has such just a disagreeable sword against her, but you know what? It just came out of nowhere and I'm sticking to it.
She's black.
Yes.
Well, let's get back in the ship and let's.
A religious man doesn't like a woman? Gasp.
Hell yeah.
Where the little boy's at.
Oh, no, it's a drow woman, which is even worse.
A black woman.
Black mother, black mother.
Does she have long nails? Does she do the Z snap?
Oh my god.
Nephis stays on his ship.
Oh.
So I take it we've actually rolled back to the beach. And by we, I mean
Yeah,
I ended up
It's the
rowing.
beach.
You row to the direction of the beach. You arrive on the beach. This is the beach.
Okay, I look in the direction of the footsteps, but I don't move.
Well,
Wouldn't it be footfalls?
Are we mounting an effort to look for Mr. Stormwind now?
Well, we know he's up at the ship. Let's just go up there.
The real
I'm
question is,
quite
would he still be there?
confused.
Well, I'd assume he wouldn't have gone wandering off by himself.
Did he tell anybody that he went up
That
there?
would be very hypocritical.
Wait, did anybody actually spot him going that way?
I'm pretty sure we all did.
Did we?
This guy.
If you guys
Everyone
watched
was
the lead, you
present
would've.
when I walked off, but I did not state where I was going. You could,
Okay.
however, have seen where I was going, or the direction I was heading.
Considering 2 people walked up and were actively hostile towards my existence, I would think I would look as they fucking stormed off. Like, what the fuck did I do?
I am so baffled. I do not know what I did.
I quite tire of this petulant nature of man.
Did
Yes.
now are you saying man as in just sapient species or man as in humans?
Humans.
Buddy.
None of this would happen if
Mr.
you weren't
Cairona.
so frantically living out your lives so hastily all the time.
What's the average life expectancy of a male drow? Go on.
My father's lived many years.
That's not the average life expectancy. That's just anecdotal evidence, which is just evidence of an antidote. What's the average life expectancy of a drow?
What is an antidote?
It's exactly something you would say.
Well, then, I think this is supposed to be a clever threat. I think we should just keep moving.
No. He was making this a human thing and saying we're just mayflies or something. And I was just going to point out that the average male drow's life expectancy is just as short. Hell, in some places, humans live longer.
I'm not an average drow, Mr. Montfort. I think you know that by now.
You have me there. I will admit that.
Are we going to look for Mr. Stormwind, or are we going to leave him to his own devices?
We're looking for him. That does
Okay.
not mean we cannot argue along the way.
Okay. I will accompany you. Here we go again. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, whomsoever is tracking Isaac, please roll thine d20 now. Survival.
I give bardic inspiration to whoever's tracking him.
I want a metagame for a second and ask who has the highest survival proficiency bonus.
Well, one of them is the person you're trying to find, and the other is on the ship.
Well, then I guess it's me because I got +1. Let's go, boys. Ugh.
Xavier's been walking all night. He feels pretty confident. Wow.
Holy
Natural
shit.
20.
I was about to try to cast guidance on you.
It's all that time in the woods, you see.
You know exactly where he's going, you know exactly how to get there.
Let's get this over with quite quickly.
Through-
I do not like to miss my
And
meditations.
I strong
like-
forward towards the ship with confidence.
Well, he's going with confidence, and if there's anything I've learned, it's either going to go incredibly well for us, or utterly, catastrophically, and more importantly, memorably, poorly. Well, as Jill Abbott at the monastery once taught, if you're going to fail, fail together. Let's go.
Indeed.
Very argumentative, man. I once saw him argue with a
Okay,
bowl
so
of
it
porridge.
takes you
And he showed us
about
it wasn't solid argue back.
2
Don't know how
hours
that
to
pulled
get
off.
to the ship.
I trust Mr. Vanfyr
boy.
completely.
And chill. Roll me another perception check, please.
Does he hear my loud ass dead man boots,
Maybe.
strutting confidently through the wood.
34.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he also hears the footsteps of the troll wandering closer.
I'm gonna just point out, nat 20 and a 4 on the guidance.
Couldn't be higher.
I appreciate that you auto-guidance yourself. I think that's actually
Look.
pretty, ingenious.
Look, at this point, I need some fucking divine assistance. Shit has just gone wrong at every occasion.
No, I really do think that's pretty fucking cool. I'm
takes us
genuinely complimenting you. That's
2
smart.
hours.
Hours. So by the time they arrive, you can hear them blundering their way up the fucking hill.
Arguing the
because-
entire way.
Yeah, arguing the entire way.
Retarding the entire way.
Yeah,
I wish I
and
could
you've
eat
also
something
been spending
tasty
2
right
hours
now.
listening to this troll just sort of bumbling around to the north of you, sort of just thumping around the hills looking for who the fuck knows what, but he hasn't wandered into sight just yet.
So we're at the ship now.
Yes,
Well,
you
on
guys
the one
bumble your way up to
hand-
the ship.
Isaac Sadden doesn't really want to do anything. On the other hand, he's also fuck-ass mad and just wants to beat something. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here.
Oh.
Isaac!
Isaac's gonna go pick a fight with a troll.
Isaac, it is us! We are here to take you back to the ship. We have to go. Mr. Isaac!
Isaac's
Oh.
gonna wait for a little bit longer.
Can he
Isaac,
hear
are you
us?
there? We saw your footsteps. We know you're near. We
I'm
have
gonna
no time
ignore
to
the man
think.
I'm angry at.
Okay, just give me a
We
second
have
here.
to go.
Mr. Stormwind, can you please come out? I'm very, very tired and I just want to go lay down.
Oh, is Carlos with us? Hell yeah.
Yes, begrudgingly.
Yes.
To be fair,
I climb down and
Nephis did
start
kick
walking
everybody
slowly
off
in
the
their
ship.
direction.
Isaac,
Mr. San-
roll me one last perception.
Look at the bright side, Mr. Santiago.
This
You're
time,
always
I'm not
gonna
gonna
be
guide.
uncomfortable.
Nephis
Oh,
is keeping Vinshenzo's wife safe.
Vinshenzo.
Oh, that's
Vincenzo.
27.
Troll's coming closer. It heard, but it's you with purpose.
I keep the same pace.
Okay. This is something that you would have heard at the same time as. Sorry, because I just didn't want to interrupt, but this is something you would have heard at the same time as they started screaming and making loud noises.
Yes, I still continue the same pace, and I say nothing.
Totally cool. All right, so you carry on back.
If nothing happens before I get there, when I get there, you might want to keep it down. There's a troll in the area.
that?
I'm gonna assume that you guys went right up to the ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Isaac,
Well-
you were sitting on top of the ship, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it would not have taken you too long to get down to them. All right. Just so yeah, I'm just trying to determine timeline-wise how close the troll would have gotten. So it's still not within
Well,
visual range.
we would have started yelling as soon as we got visual confirmation on the boat. At least in my brain. Unless anybody
Yeah, and then
has
you would have
any
walked right up
disagreement.
to it, I
And then
assume.
walked up right to it, and still screaming because he's not
Which
listening
is
to
that time where he was not listening to you, and then in my head when I visualize this, I see him finally giving up and saying "What?" as you guys reach basically under the ship and are screaming.
Seems alright.
Well, we better get
So-
moving then.
He effectively just sort of drops down, and Isaac, I assume you just start walking back to the ship. Fuck those guys. type thing?
No, I
Question
just
mark?
tell them that
Oh,
they
okay.
should keep it down because there's a troll in the area.
Done easy. Okay, so he drops off the ship and he says exactly that to you.
Okay. Well then, let's get moving.
Where?
To the ship. Like I said.
Mr. Nephis has requested your
Onwards.
presence, Mr. Stormwind.
Seems we're gonna be sitting soon.
I'm waiting here for Gotrek.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh, I almost forgot about that fellow.
yes. I was hoping I could forget about him.
Is this something I missed in the meantime I've been gone?
An old friend of Isaac's. Eccentric, powerful, helpful.
Now, when you say friend, are you meaning that's like sarcastically or ironically or genuinely friend?
I believe they're friends.
Friend,
Quite abrasive.
acquaintance,
The way you're saying that makes me think he's utterly unhinged.
enemy.
Pardon? No. Go back to that last one. What was that?
No, I think Fred might be the best word.
No. I heard another one. What's the opposite of friend?
Penis.
Oh, you got nothing to worry about.
That makes me worry. It should. You know what? Here,
Okay,
let me
Isaac
rephrase.
would remember this, but I've forgotten who was it he liked the smell of?
I think he really liked the smell of Anton.
Oh yeah.
Vin wears
Look,
cologne.
it's fine. You're not Anton.
That's
That's just a lot of context there. Oh my fuck!
I refuse to elaborate.
I feel like I'm missing some very important context, and that's not very reassuring.
He's never been aggressive with us. Can we please just go?
I say this to Corwin the player, but luckily, because we have this amazingly, beautifully provided archive, you can actually go back to the stream where they met Gotrek if you actually want to, like, fill yourself in.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out later.
I'll find you the episode because it was a good. I
Gonchik
think it
never
was a
got
pretty
with
good
a
one.
Peter, did he?
Huh?
No.
No,
was
this
after
is
your
this is
time.
months after we parted.
Okay.
Mr. Nephis has requested your presence, Mr. Stormwind.
I'm sure if Gotrek can find this island that he can find our boat. Can just wait for him there.
Yeah, you guys can head out. He was just gonna find meat and then come here, so
Well,
just find you.
All of you are remarkably calm about something that was looking for us. But you know what? I'll go
Oh,
with him.
if it comes here, I'll fuck it up.
I wasn't
Very
talking about the
well.
troll. I was talking about Gotrek.
Neat as Drake.
Very well, Mr. Stormwind is quite capable. If he wants to be left on his own, then we'll head back to the ship and inform Mr. Nephis.
I don't think you will like that.
Such is the nature
Have-
of this situation.
Wait, I have an idea. Mr. Stormwind, would you please return with us?
No.
I tried.
Bugs Bunny meme, no.
Kill him.
Kill him.
well,
Beat him up and take him back by force.
Captain's orders.
Captain's
He's a
orders.
killer.
Don't come back without him.
not work very
You
well.
can fucking try it. I have 13 athletics. No one's pinning me down.
Put him to sleep.
Don't have to pin you down. We just have to knock you unconscious. I don't
Wait.
actually say that.
I got it!
Trigger him. Triggers
This-
PTSD.
This is out of character. I got it! Divine intervention!
Well, technically, I can cast sleep.
So can Vinshenzo.
I I know what I would cast if I wanted to take Isaac with me, but I'm not going to.
Do that, or I can cast telekinesis and just yeet him towards the boat.
Polymorphs him into a rat.
Yes.
You're coming with me, little friend.
Shall we get back to the ship? I'd like to meditate.
I feel like we'd get yelled at even more if we didn't bring him back.
I climb back onto the ship and try and see how close the troll is.
Perception.
Would I need to roll survival to go back the way we came?
13.
Vin, the answer is no. Isaac, you don't notice the troll yet, but you can still hear it.
I start marching back the way we came.
Beauty.
Well, I remain on the lookout.
Okay.
I've said my piece.
Xavier and Carlos, what are you up to?
Carlos is waiting to see what the rest of the party does because he is tired.
Okay, Vin fucked off. Isaac jumped up on top of the boat. Xavier, what are you doing? Carlos is staring at you.
Asking again. Please, Isaac. We want to get off the island. We want to go get away from here. Just come down.
Aren't we
can
currently
talk to your friend later?
Aren't we currently working towards the other ships?
We're just going to be sailing around the other side of the island and finding the other ships. A goat checker will be able to find you, no problem.
Yeah. He's got a drake. We can get to you.
Good enough for me. Carlos would turn around and follow Vin.
A drake and wooden boats don't usually go well together.
Only if they're hostile. Carlos says as he's
I've actually gone pretty well together. In our experience so far.
I look to Xavier and just, I mean, do we just go? It feels kind of wrong to just leave him here.
Well, he seems pretty determined to just stay here.
Yeah, at the same time, he doesn't seem determined to kick us out.
Well, we can stay here and keep bothering him until he comes back with us.
That usually does work. Here, wait, let me try something else. Mr. Stormwind!
Didn't work.
I'm waiting to see if...
Just waiting to see what Chris says.
Please?
How far?
Would we be able to hear this at any point too?
I was just about to ask that.
60 feet, and at this point in time, he's starting to get into very audible very easily audible range. So you hear the heavy footfalls of a troll to your north.
Huh.
Oh, if you don't want to be a part of this fight, I suggest you guys walk away now.
Is this why you were waiting here?
Mr. Stormwind is rather, he's an individual that likes to use physical means.
I was waiting for Gotrek, but considering I'm pretty frustrated right now, I happily welcome a chance to just beat the shit out of something.
See?
So
should.
I'm
you know what?
Stormwind
it's not me.
To rub one out.
Well, Xavier, I have an idea. We're going to try to sneak into a spot and then jump it when it doesn't see us.
Okay.
Let you guys do a stealth roll to try and hide.
Oh boy.
All those
shouldn't
present
even
and
see that.
accounted for.
Do I roll stealth, Chris?
Carlos and Vinshenzo, you are not an immediate part of this.
Hell yeah.
How far away have we made it?
Roll me a d4.
Sure.
Oh boy.
4.
Oh wait.
You're 4 minutes away.
Wow. Okay.
You understand the context.
On my way back, I would like to cast a spell.
Let me just finish with the stealth
Yeah,
side.
go ahead.
So Corwin got
stealth.
6,
Those
Trople got
quote-unquote
4, Chill, what'd you get?
For stealth, I didn't stealth.
You're purposefully
welcoming the
not
fight.
stealthing? Okay.
He's just sitting up there.
I appreciate that, and I respect you for it.
I like Peter and Xavier's basically tripping over each other
I'm
trying to be
basically
sneaky.
doing the Dark Souls equivalent of come at me, bro.
Fuck yeah, alright, let me just write
Peter's
this down.
wearing his heavy chainmail and just clunking around.
Are you
I'm
still on top of the ship?
Yes.
wearing my dead man's boots that are 2 sizes too big, just tripping over myself as I try to get behind a bush.
Standing.
Okay, we're gonna to be continued this one because I'm gonna get a little battle map and everything, and it's gonna be fucking cool. So we have Xavier
Peter
plus Peter
plus Isaac.
on the ground. I
Quick side
have.
note. How much longer are we going?
This is it. This is the end.
This will be
Okay.
the end.
Carlos
This
plus
is the end
Vinshenzo.
of
the world as we know it.
it.
4 minutes away. Nephis on ship.
Aye.
Your plan is to set sail as soon as these retards get back to you.
Aye.
I'm not supposed to use retarded anymore. I got the autisms.
My mommy's a physician to give me the
My syndrome's down, Captain, but my gains are up.
I'm the top of my class.
Aye.
If you excuse me, I gotta send in my application to the Special Olympics.
Devon, can you roll me a D100?
Ooh la la. Yes. $52.
Right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
Thank you.
A triple.
Okay, so Amithray is convinced, quote unquote, the 5 Alliance guardsmen to help with this whole voyage. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Well done, sir.
Wait, what happened?
Look at the coin that all of
Somebody
our fingers
flipped
are.
it.
Oh, nice.
That is nice.
Nice.
So you have 5 dudes that are helping you set the riggings and shit like that at Amithray's request. Per you you just sort of waiting for the dude. So it's up to you how you want to handle that. You want to send him away. You can send him away if you want and tell her to fuck off. It's entirely 100% up to you, but I'm just...
No, I appreciate. Nephis appreciates any help with the rigging and helping on the ship, as long as they're not like completely retarded. And even then, he's alright with it. He's happy to teach people.
There are.
As long as they're not assholes.
That's the wrong one.
As long as they're not women.
It's 3 human males and 2 male dragonborn.
They'll probably be okay. I'm not sure about the Dragonborns, but they'll probably be okay.
They're not at all like what's his name.
Sesh.
Yeah, they're a little bit more they're a little bit more mildly mannered than Visesh. They seem.
Sesh redeemed himself though.
How did he do
About
that?
the Visesh dual Anton love triangle.
I can't remember the culminating story of
He was
Visesh.
protecting Vin, I think,
He
or
helped
something.
me kill the king.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. He fucking he
was
put
like,
the pedal
I got
to the
your
metal when
back,
it was required.
or something.
Yeah.
So he redeemed himself in my eyes, anyway.
He supported your actions. He approved.
I like
He was in it
anybody
to
who
win it.
helps me.
Good old Visesh. Anyways, these guys are not quite as ludicrous. They have experience being around humans. They're more cultured than Visesh was.
Ah, yes, that's very cool.
Anyways, anything to get agreeable NPCs somewhere in your vicinities. Fuck. I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. Anyways, so we're gonna leave it at that. I have all the information that I need, and we're going to start next session with challenging a troll. See how this goes.
Yes, I'm very challenged, Christopher.
Very challenged.
Aye, per captain's request.
Captain's request. Anywho, thanks all for coming.
Any whore.
Oh man, this is really good. It gives me an opportunity to do some more custom maps, which I'm very excited to do.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna no guarantees, but I want to try and see if I can replicate the upside down ship,
Neat.
because that'd be
Hell yeah,
fucking
bro.
cool if I could. We'll see what
It
happens.
would be neat.
Anyway,
Good night.
that's what I got for tonight. Have a good night, all those who are disappearing.
Disappearing.
For any of you who want to stay and chill out for a little bit, maybe we could play some more Thunder. I don't know. Maybe we could do something.
I can do a couple games at least, probably.
Whatever. Maybe do some Dark Tide or anything at all. I just want to hang out with my buddies. Hey, have a good night.
Adios, amigo.
Y'all take care and be safe.
So, yeah.